co-host in tonight. I'm not going to reveal who the co-host is. Who would you like the co-host to be? I think you can guess from the laughter that's coming from the second microphone as to who it might be. We have not had this person on the URL for months.
I've been busy.
Yeah, I know, ridiculously. So, without further ado, I will present to you Lindsay Mumford! Oh, you have no idea how glad I am to have Lindsay back on the show. Lindsay paints beautiful pictures with her musical stuff, and I just say bigger kick drum. It's ridiculous. You know?
Good fun.
It's all good fun. It's all good fun. So yeah, Lindsay's been massively busy. Massively busy. But that's all changed now, and she has time to come over and have a go at the URL.
From here until Christmas, I promise I'm not leaving the country again. You have no idea.
Yeah, when I say busy, I mean really busy. Like 4, 5, 8 countries?
5 countries in one day.
Yeah. I've done that.
And this was not pleasure.
No.
Not pleasure.
No, we got given a hire car in Italy, and because our camper van broke down, so we got given this hire car in Italy, and we hot-tailed it all the way up to Amsterdam from Italy in 11 hours.
Yeah. Sore ass, isn't it?
Literally. Oh. But we, honestly, it was, you know, let's get to Amsterdam, we have a big fat joint then. Okay, it sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Wow, off we went. So yeah, Liz is on the show tonight, and again, I'm massively happy to have her back on the show. She is literally the people's favourite, and yeah, and you're going to get different, you know, for the past fucking God knows how long, it's just been me just saying bigger kick drum, solid 8. Let's have something else, please. Don't forget to support your local horse. I know Danny Carnage is in the building as we speak, and I want to thank Jacqueline Arden for the trousers. Oh my God, I am a hippie now.
He's a hippie. It'll be just one little dreadlock soon.
Just one little rat tail out of that. Actually, I might do that. I might do that. But no, she sent these over, and I've not taken them off since. They've nearly killed me about 4 times. Honestly, they're so baggy at the bottom that just like the feet just get caught in them. I'm gonna die in these. Okay, so the intro is almost over, and we can get into the show in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll do some hellos as well. But we're just waiting for the theme tune to finish, you know.
Nearly done.
Nearly there. It's a fucking mammoth long. This is for the Clown Army.
There we go.
And that was Paul Nebulous there, or Paul Flanger as he is named on his artist thingy, and he did the intro for us, so thank you very much there.
Very nice it is too.
Yes, it's bonkers. People say it's bonkers all the time. Serge the Munter's in the building. Oh my God, we haven't seen you for ages. So, I Am Maniac, David Johnson, Dryby, Danny Carnage, Stickness, Bill Dodds, DJ FX, oh, Tom Pixton. There are loads of people in tonight. Todd, Bad Badger, War Minstrel. Oh my God. I said to Warren on Friday, I'm like, I'll be over on Friday. He calls me at 12 in the afternoon. Where are you? I'm like, shit! It's fucking Friday! Within 24 hours, I completely forgot.
Which reminds me.
Go.
For Warren, one of my mates went to Sicily and brought back some Etna. So I got some Etna lava.
Oh,
now.
right, okay.
So yeah, your
grandson,
nephew, grandson, whatever. Yeah, I've got some Etna lava now. I'll pop it round sometime.
For those of you who don't know the running thing, is Lindsay.
I like volcanoes.
Yeah, no, but you went over and you got like a piece of lava that was like from now.
Yeah, this is it. It was like I don't know, 3 weeks old.
Yeah, and then you went over and got one from how long ago?
3 billion years.
3 billion years old.
A piece of Lewisian gneiss in Scotland.
Right.
So it's like 3 weeks, 3 billion years.
Yeah. And Lindsay came over and gave it to me and said, give that to Warren. It's a 3 billion year old piece of rock. And I'm like, that's a pretty cool piece of rock. I don't really want to take it over to give it to Warren, but I did, you know. Anyway.
We live on an old planet that's constantly being renewed.
Yes, it really
cool
is.
As fuck.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Okay, so there is the shout out. There are a lot of tracks in the thread this evening.
Good.
45. So we're going to do about 25 of them because Lindsay doesn't want to be here till on 11.
I've got a long drive and I've got work tomorrow. So, you know, I can usually manage about 10:30, something like that.
Well, hopefully 2.5 hours will be done. Okay, so first up is Dryby. So let's get stuck into the show. Weird Kids Weekly Musical Meetup is here. It's been missing for 3 weeks. Fuck me, I didn't know what fucking day it was. So yeah, I'm glad to be back at therapy session. So how are you all doing this evening?
Hey, welcome to my house, welcome to the house. This is the base of Mr. Dryby. I wanna feel your heart, I want to see your head.
It's not what I expected.
Get ready for the gathering dance. Move your legs, feel the scenes, become as one with
how is the sound out there, people? Is the music too loud? Are mics too loud? Can you give me some feedback, please?
Unusual processing of the vocals. It almost sounds like it's liquid. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like bubbled.
I wonder if this is still is. I don't know.
Perhaps a little bit too much, perhaps. But you know, it's only just started.
Usually we get like hardcore, raging away in the land of hardcore. This is a lot more pulled back for me.
Just a lot more pulled back.
Thank you very much, Adrian. The mics are on point. Thank you. Thank you very much, David Johnson. It's nice to be back. There we Okay, I wonder when it'll start feeling like a show. 30 minutes in, hour in, what do you reckon?
I feel like a show already today.
Yeah. Takes me a while to
I'm
get
easily
going.
pleased.
You like rocks?
I like rock. Wow, rock.
To be fair, that 3 billion year old rock, I was a bit like, wow. Easy Flow, how's it going? And Grey One's in the building as well. Mr. Wiggly's turned up! Excellent.
welcome to my house, welcome to the house.
Unusual to mix a bit of proper hardcore beat, which is just a really mashed up sound, and then what could only be described as sort of dark rap.
Yeah, almost hip hop.
It is hip hop, but it's really dark.
Goth hip hop. Goth hop.
Goth hop.
Hip goth.
Hardcore hip goth, there we go.
We're just creating genres as we go.
But yeah. I'm not a geologist, but I have qualifications in geology.
Stickler says he's had no hardcore for 2 weeks. I don't know whether that's commendable or not.
I had a mojito last night.
Just the one? Yeah. Okay. Where were you?
At home.
Really? You made it yourself?
Well, I found this. I mustn't talk over the track.
No, you're fine.
I found the ingredients in shops and clearances. And
Let's do it.
it's a builder.
Yeah. It does feel like it's an amalgamation of a few styles.
Yeah, but that can be quite good
If it
when you're
flows.
introducing something. Do you know what I mean? Start of a hardcore set, it would just set the vibe. Do you know what I mean?
Clown's in mono tonight. We definitely shouldn't be in mono.
Unless he's listening on one speaker, of course.
We should definitely be in stereo.
Hang on. Yeah, one of his monitors died.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, it's a twisted banger.
Yeah,
Like the beat, not a fan of the vocals. The vocals are almost over-processed. I understand what he's trying to do, but it's muddying them just a little bit too much. I mean, I don't know nothing. But I'd have liked the vocals just to be a tiny bit clearer.
yeah, I would like the vocals to be a tiny bit clearer. And... oh, man. Like, the track's okay, it's just not grabbing me to the dance floor. Usually when it's hardcore, you know, it's got to be, like... you know, and this has kind of got elements of light going on in it as well. It's only the kick that's really that hard, to be fair. Everything else in the track is...
It's got, I mean, that little riff there is quite twisted.
It is, but it's still in the light realms. It's not like, it's not dirty. You know, the kick is like, and it's dum, 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 dum,
No,
over the top
but
of it.
that's called a juxtaposition.
Yes,
isn't it?
exactly,
Or a counterpoint,
Counterpoint.
and that can work really well. It's almost like you've got this child's toy playing in the background.
Yes,
and then a sort of mad demonic murdering cloud.
Yeah, smashing something.
On the other side of the room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's those two things. Yeah.
I-
There you go. Visual imagery.
Which is what we've been lacking at the URL. Oh my god, really is. Yeah, I'm going to give it licking an 8. Not my favourite from Dry B. Was expecting it to be a little bit faster. Just didn't grab me by the balls, that one.
I'm not going to criticise it in any way because I think it has its place.
Yes.
It's when you don't want it to be absolutely manic, either halfway through a set
Or
when
at
you
the
want everybody
beginning.
to calm down, or at the beginning just to introduce. So people are thinking, what is this? It just sort of sounds like some sort of dark hip hop, and then gradually the sort of beat comes in, and by the time the next track comes in, everybody's jumping all over the place.
Facts. Okay, that was Dry B.
Oh
Next
God,
up,
I really want a cigarette, but I'm going to cough my guts out. I know.
Yeah, apparently Lindsay caught a cough on the way over, which is impressive.
I just started coughing in the car. It was like, where's this come from?
Once, when we had a mass...
COVID! No.
Okay, who is this? Oh, Serge. Oh, LeBlond. Oh, okay. Sit back. This should be beautiful.
Okay.
Apparently Sapro's just turned up. How's it going, Sapro?
You have destinies before you.
And again, feels dark hip-hoppy. It's definitely electro, but it feels dark hip-hop.
Wow.
Good noises, nice panning going on.
Yeah, that wow sound is really early sound. It's like, God, what do they call it? Early, big European sound.
Oh, this is what LeBlond does.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, his stuff is so good. I think this is LeBlond and somebody else.
It's again, it's a nice mix. You've got, as you say, you've got that dark hip hop feel to it. But the sounds are early 80s Belgian sort of techno come acid come big beat.
Just beneath it.
Vocals are nice and crisp and clear as well.
Acid bass beats. There we go. Yeah.
You know the score. You've been here at least once or twice
Everybody loves
before.
that bass sound.
But my soul, just beneath it. You know the score.
sharing. Please slap that like button and share the stream. Nobody knows we're live.
Trippy and anxious.
Destiny's before you.
And it does work.
Destiny's before you.
Okay, sounds good.
And all at once it came to me. I could be everywhere. From my soul, just beneath it. You know the score.
Flo, I'm pretty sure we'll squeeze you in somewhere. I can't imagine we're going to get 30 tracks done tonight, but because you're watching, I will play your track on the show this evening.
Well, see, favouritism. That's going to set the gap amongst the pigeons. People are going to be complaining now.
I've had people do that actually. It's like, I was before 20, why did you play me? I was like, well, somebody else was watching that night.
At least once or twice a
My
week.
show, my rules.
It's a rule.
It's got a cinematic feel to it.
Yes.
It needs... No, it doesn't need. What would work really well with it is a really dark, sort of avant-garde film noir video.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As in, we'll get a complete professional video company to come in and do this really expensive video for this track. I wish. But it would work. To me, because it tells a story. So do you know what I mean?
You can't do that yourself these days, but it takes so long. Video editing is an absolute nightmare.
The groove laid out in rhythmic.
But yeah, it's got a sort of, I don't know, it's got a film noir feel to it.
The twisted lie and mangled perception. The groove laid out in rhythmic.
Bit long.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like the only criticism out of it is just a touch too long.
Well, it moved along with variation for the first 2/3. This bit seems to be like
Just kind of dragging its feet.
yeah, but
Probably not the nicest way to put that.
change. It's got some interesting new sounds.
More acid to it. Can't see any comments at the moment. I promise we'll get back to you soon. Do it then.
God, I wish that MTV was still MTV.
Okay.
Because it was really good back in the day to hear a track and watch a video.
Yeah.
And the whole
Yeah.
ensemble became something that you remembered.
Yeah.
And so many of these tracks, it would be lovely to see them portrayed properly as an audio-visual thing rather than just audio.
Okay, so Surge B, I think what Lindsay's saying here is you're half-assing it. You're half-assing your art. Don't half-ass your art. We want a video next time, or we're not even going to listen to the fucking track, all right? Now, pull your fucking socks up and get your shit together. I'm giving you an 808, fella. It was a touch long at the end. The acid noises at the end could have been brought in a little bit sooner, and you could have definitely gone a little bit more wild with them. But yeah, giving you an 808 for on.
It just felt... It felt like it was telling a story.
Yeah.
It felt like it needed a visual aspect to sort of tell the story a bit more. Do you know what I mean?
I get it.
It had a really sort of dark, almost sort of film noir feel
Blade
to
Runner.
It. Yeah, it was like a Blade Runner, but it was actually more gritty than that. It didn't feel like so much future as it felt like sort of present, gritty detective drama type sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? In
I see
cartoon.
fedoras on that. Oh yeah.
In cartoon, you know what I'm sort of saying?
Yeah.
I just had that feel to it. I don't know.
So yeah,
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. I like all the stuff that LeBlanc does, honestly. But yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because you're saying, oh, you really liked MTV. I didn't. Like, I only saw the video for We Care a Lot. One of the Faith No More things they released off of the Real Thing album. Anyway, I only just recently saw the video, and it's like, oh my god, if I'd have seen that video back in the day, I'd have been like, you cheesy cunts.
Yes.
You know. So I tried to stay away from the videos and just listen to the music. Like,
I was there from the start of MTV.
Yeah.
So to me, my musical entertainment was MTV. All the way through until it stopped showing music videos, basically.
Yeah.
And so I would hear a new piece of music and see the video at the same time.
Yeah.
If you hear a piece of music and then see the video, as you say, often you think to yourself, well, that's not the representation that I was seeing in my mind.
Yeah.
Do you know? So
Jim Prendergast does the Fanoob takeover. No, Klein Army takeover for Fanoob, and he does excerpts from Kleinfest and then mixes them together for an hour-long set. And it's very good there, because at Kleinfest you've got the visuals, but over on Fanoob you don't have the visuals, so you're listening to the music. It sounds so different.
Yeah,
it really does. You know, you're actually listening rather than like looking and listening. Anyway, so yeah, there's arguments for and against both of the, for the videos and against the videos.
Yeah.
But yes, Serge B, Linz wants to see videos. If you don't have a video next time, we aren't even going to watch it. All right. So there we go.
So yeah, you've now got to learn all about sort of doing visual stuff. Do you know what I mean? I want you to learn animation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
From the basics.
Yeah.
Blender
is what you need to use.
You've got
there.
a week.
You've got a week. We want that track with a visual thing to it. Oh no, I've just cut his workload in half. No, we want a new track. Anyway, DJ Jones, Reza, original mix on Bandcamp. This dude has 678 releases. 678 releases. That is insane. And apparently you can buy the entire lot for £239. He gave me about 100 of his tracks the other day. I haven't paid him for it yet, so I feel kind of mean now.
I'm just going to sit here with a cigarette in my mouth. I'm not going to light it. Missed a track, apparently.
No, where?
I Am Maniac has sent you missed a track.
No. We're only on track 3. Ain't missed nothing yet.
You maybe just winding you up.
I think so. No, because we had this dude, Dry B, and then the second track, LeBlanc, DJ Jones, I Am Maniac's next.
Quiet. Here.
It's not my thing, it's in the house realm, so those going to be all uber housey. Gridmate says, right, I'm off to Alton Towers. What, fucking 8 o'clock at night? That sounds like a mad thing to do.
Yeah, but if he's walking, he'll get there just at the right time.
Yeah, that's very true.
This is very pleasant.
Yeah.
I'd listen to it, I wouldn't turn it off. But it's not something I would seek out, but that's a personal taste.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ron, the beginning of this really did sound Russian. I thought it was going to be Europop. Thankfully it's not. It's gone kind of hazy, which is okay with me.
Almost Balearic in patches. There's sort of a little bit of a beachy feel to it, but not completely.
Yes. Okay, so Gridmate says the melody was off the Alton Towers advert, so he's not even off the Alton Towers. That's so disappointing.
See what I mean about the coughing? What's causing it? I'm not even lighting it.
honestly, it is too pleasant. Like, you know when you meet someone and there's nothing wrong with them at all and they're just overly pleasant and you just can't hate them? That.
I think that's a compliment. It's nice.
Yeah, it's just too nice.
I'm just trying to think of
Where?
where.
That's Tetris, isn't it? No, it's not. It's fucking. Is it the Alton Towers advert?
Yeah, but it's taken from a piece of classical music, and I'm trying to think what the original is. I haven't got a clue.
Don't really want to watch a bunch of Alton Towers adverts to find out which one it is.
Why are you doing it?
I don't know.
He's changed it significantly, and it's suddenly become a little bit more accessible from our point of view.
Yeah, yeah.
In the Hall of the Mountain King. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, Todd says, David Johnson is right, Hall of the Mountain King. And David Johnson says, well, Todd, since I made it, I should know. Serge Demanta thinks it was the Inspector Gadget theme tune.
Inspector Gadget's theme was indeed composed by Edward Green. You're a funny bunch of fuckers, you are.
It's okay, it's just too nice, Dave.
I don't like the phrase "too nice."
But it is.
No, what you're saying is that you're on the dark side.
I am.
And so this music is missing you.
Yes.
It's not too nice. It's too nice to hit you straight in the feels.
I mean, nothing wrong with it. Competent track, like
Oh, it's lovely.
comfortably. I think it could have done without that.
Right.
Oh, we've started a rant. Go.
I agree
That.
because it's a little bit. That particular piece is over. That particular little riff is overused.
Yeah.
It's become a little bit twee.
Yeah.
There are other bits of classical that you could take that you could have used that are less recognisable but have a similar feel to them. I don't know. I'm being overcritical because it worked, but
It did work,
I
it did
think
work.
that particular piece of classical sounded a little bit twee to me because it's been overused.
Yeah. Again, it was just a little bit too nice for me, but I can't take anything away from the production and everything that was
Perfect.
done on it. Yeah. So I'm going to give it a solid 8, even though it really just kind of missed me by because it was just too pleasant.
And it made me rock. Do you know what I mean? The beat, I was like,
Yeah, but I want to be fist pumping the air and.
I'm getting a bit old for that sort of thing. Sometimes I need to just rock backwards and forwards.
Okay, so
Where's me slippers?
I have a treat for you now. Oliver Gould sent a track my way, and he said that he would probably watch. Oh, he is. He's in there. He is in there at all. Also, I would like to point out that this meme here
David, yes, you got it.
is the only meme on Facebook at the moment. It's every motherfucker and his dog has posted it, and I adapted it for Oliver.
Of course.
Yeah. So anyway, that's
what you do.
That's exactly right. So this is one of Oliver's tracks. Apparently, he can't put it on SoundCloud or anything because it's going to be used for something. So I'm guessing that means it's going to be released.
Okay.
And you have the unpleasantness of hearing it. So here it is.
And I'm going to light my cigarette, which means I'm going to cough all over it.
Yeah, do it. do it. And whilst you do that, I'll just let the meme of Oliver sit there. Apparently it's a PG's remix. You need to get it mastered. So basically, this is what Oliver wanted to do for Clownfest, but couldn't, and he's now taken it to a door, and this is...
Way better than the one he did live.
Yeah, well, did you see the one he did live?
It seemed to involve an awful lot of squeaky noise.
He really did.
I'm trying, because I don't know how difficult this is, so I'm trying to say nice things. So basically, he's mimicking scratching by taking lots of little samples and laying them.
That is exactly what it feels like.
Yeah. It sounds very clever, but I'm not sure what it's meant to do.
This.
I'm a bit confused. It sounds like it's something's going to happen at any moment, and it isn't happening.
Nope.
Yeah, smooth, funky, laid-back, jazzy.
Loop.
I'm not going to argue with
Loop.
that.
Funky, laid-back, jazzy loop.
I almost expect. I want another element to come in. That's what it is. I need another element to come in.
Not gonna happen. I'm surprised there is just one big bass line at one point that just goes for no reason whatsoever.
No. Remember I said another element needs to come in. Now it's brought in a trumpet.
Yeah, like
Bit of brass.
literally right at the end.
Okay, fair enough. That should have come in earlier. Do you know what it reminds me of?
Got it.
Air. No, as in the French
Oh, right,
jazz
okay.
electric.
Yeah,
group,
yeah.
Air. It's got that feel to it. It sounds like one of the album tracks from an Air album. That's a compliment.
Yeah.
That
Go on.
brass should have come in a lot earlier.
Yes, I agree with that. I'm just going to find you something from Oliver, actually, whilst we watch this horrificness for 5 minutes, just to see how bad it was.
You hate me that much. Please make it stop.
I know, right?
Please.
Oliver, link me to your SoundCloud, mate. Horrible, isn't it?
Please, can we stop? Please. Was that quite
that went wrong, yeah. That one little bit was wrong. The rest of it was fine. For 20 minutes.
Okay, please can we stop now? Begging you.
For anybody who wants to view that, that is from the URL from Clownfest.
You know when they're sort of like at Guantanamo Bay? Do you know what I mean?
That's
They're
what they
trying to
play.
break
That is
somebody.
what they play. Honestly, I swear to fucking God. So yeah, Oliver,
So I often struggled at
go
school.
away.
No, I thought it was a very pleasant, laid-back, jazzy, sort of pleasant sound. However,
It needed
that
more.
brass needed to come in a lot earlier because otherwise it just sounded like the loop was just going over and over again.
Yeah, correct.
And if it was on an Air album, I wouldn't be at all surprised. Which is nice.
Oliver, link me to your SoundCloud, mate. I want to share your sampler thing. Actually, you posted it on your wall the other week, didn't you? Hey?
Don't speak.
I thought it died.
I'm tired of waiting for you. I hate, but I sing me a song.
God, this is good.
I am Maniac, honestly.
Tonight and watch the
You posted it months ago.
speak.
No way I'm gonna find it.
I'm a twisted
Maybe it's...
Oh, mate.
The darkness comes down. Take me home.
There it is.
Where's the vocal from?
I'm a twisted
Pass.
soul. The darkness comes down.
But those backing sounds are just
Take me
perfect.
home.
That audio separation between the vocals and the sounds is just lush.
I'm too close to the sun. Blinded by light to the golden one. Ooh, I'm too close to the sun.
There it is.
Blinded by light,
Oh,
the golden one.
I've got it, Oliver, don't worry.
Come towards us. Ooh. Eyes that looking down. Ooh.
sound pack from Novation Launchpad.
I'm a twisted soul. The darkness comes down. Take me home.
Lush sounds in there.
I'm a twisted soul.
Yeah, she does sound like Mochiba, I agree.
The vocals are like the style is really recognisable. I can't place who it is. It might be more Chiba, but I can't. I don't know them enough.
Eyes that
But
looking down.
just the way he's put it together, the audio separation, the way that the vocals are here,
People come to
you've got that lovely lilting bit underneath, and then occasionally it goes a little bit stuttery, but the stuttery's not overdone. It's good. It's really good.
twisted soul.
Wow, I think you're on for a night, Marios.
Darkness comes down to take me home.
Oh, Jazzanova, nice reference there, Matt Dobbs. Jonathan R. Cross has just joined us. How's it going, my man?
All alone.
I listen to chill strip radio quite a lot when I'm trying to relax. This has got that feel. It's that feel. That's when
So
you're just
easy listening.
drifting away,
Yeah,
and then
so
every now and
easy
then
listening.
they just hit a combination of sounds, so it makes you go,
Ooh.
yeah, it's lush.
Oh, nice little stutter there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He just occasionally uses a stutter, and it just works.
Oh, Chicken Guitar says, oh, this is the kind of track I'd like to lend vocals to.
I would like to hear that.
The darkness comes down.
Not too keen on the double beat that's coming. I understand why it's coming, I'm just not so keen.
I'm a twisted
Adrian says, I think it's a non-subjective 10, to be honest. You have to really, really like it for it to be a 10. I can give it a 9.5 if you like.
A 10 means it's absolutely perfect.
Yeah, it's spot on for what I'm looking for a piece of music.
And yeah, there was just a little bit of overdone. Right, the delay on the drums, the following repeats was slightly too high in the mid-high. It needed to go a bit further. What's the word? It needed to decay. It needed to decay a little bit quicker because it just interfered very slightly.
Yeah, the only thing I'm not keen on is the double kick drum that's come in. I might have preferred an amen over the double
double's
kick.
fine, but it should be that second beat should be much quieter.
Quiet.
It needs a faster decay or less feedback on the delay, if you know what I mean.
I love that little stutter,
Yeah,
mate.
that works really well.
Apparently this is all made on an iPad. Marius, you bought a load of kit not very long back. Have you not hooked it up yet? You're still literally working on an iPad.
I understand that. I understand completely.
Have you got Oscar Lab running or anything, or are you not?
I'm not doing anything like that at the moment, no. I've been bitten.
Yeah.
I'm keeping well
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
It's just depressing at the moment.
Yeah, I know you feel. Trying to write tracks at the moment is just hard work.
I'm not allowing it to get into my head.
Yeah. That's honestly, the stutter is beautiful.
Yeah.
Really understated stutter in that.
Yeah. point. The stutter's just right, but the kick drum with
a
that
bit much. Yeah.
it's a bit more, less feedback, so it doesn't repeat quite as. What's the word? Loudly. That'll do.
Apparently, Michael Bath says that's gating.
Gating. Okay. Can it be gated a bit less?
Okay, so that was absolutely beautiful. The light's just given it a 9. Tony Duncan's just turned up.
It's a 9.5 from me.
Yeah,
simply
9.5.
because I agree with you that stutter on the bass drum was just the second beat was just a little bit too loud
much.
And just interfered slightly. It made you feel a bit.
I would
twitchy.
rather have had an amen come in, just because that's what he was trying to do with the beat. Is just move, make the beat just a little amen, not massive, not like, but just something to complement it and roll it along a bit. Just to add, because there was loads of space in that track.
Yeah,
loads of space. More. Yeah, oh yeah, less is definitely more.
I don't know. An amen beat would fill it up. I think that
too much.
Actually, cutting it down.
Okay, so
anyway.
This, if you liked that piece from Oliver, you are gonna absolutely fucking love this. This is one of my favourite pieces from Oliver ever, and it's 10 years old. So I'll just give you a link for this. It's beautiful. So much sidechain on that, it's not even funny. I imagine he was big into Daft Punk. Oliver, if you're still watching, mate, this is genius. Absolute fucking genius. I'll just... See what he just likes his like 3-second samples and just loops the fucking thing, you know? Honestly, I think this is fucking genius.
It's a little bit schizophrenic.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
You're schizophrenic.
Oh, listen to it.
Okay, made your point. That'll do. Next track, please. He's getting overexcited here. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Honestly, that's a piece of an hour's worth of genius there.
I'm not arguing with you.
Absolutely really is.
I'm not arguing with you.
Okay, let's move on to...
You're obviously so overexcited, I might get tagged.
Maybe I should go make a coffee. Okay, so FTS featuring... This is somebody... No, it's not. They've been before. Okay. 7-minute long track. That's easily enough time to leave Lindsay in control of the spaceship that is the URL. And make a coffee. Let's just get a kick drum out of the way so we know how loud it is. So I put the link to Oliver's thing there. Go and check it out. It's absolutely brutal. He's called it Smack House for a reason. And I believe it was done whilst he was in the throes of his smack addiction, and you could just fucking hear it through those grooves. It's honestly. Anyway, I'll go and make some coffees.
Okay. Difficult to have a conversation. There's only one of you.
I will attempt to penetrate your mind.
I recognise that voice.
You will attempt to resist.
Oh, God. Alan Rickman, yeah, you're absolutely right. I liked Alan Rickman. Loads of samples from Harry Potter, isn't it? This is nice. This is really good. It's I would describe it as psytrance, but it has got a Juno reactor infected mushroom feel to it.
Psytrance.
This is the thing. Juno reactor and infected mushroom were their own sound,
Yes.
but gradually people started to incorporate some of their sounds into a genre
Yes.
that then was described as psytrance.
Yes.
It's almost putting the cart before the horse. They ended up being forced into the pigeonhole of psytrance, but they are their own sound.
Yes.
But yeah, this has got that anthemic sort of epic feel of
My
Juno
pants
reactor.
work perfectly for him then.
Yeah, this is it.
Psytrance all the way. Has to be.
It's not psytrance.
If my pants fit the dance, then it's definitely got to be psytrance.
It's just that psytrance has. It's become. What's the word?
Awful.
It's become a slur. Do you know what I mean? And it's not. It's, yeah, hang on. Defo, 9.8, infected mushroom type mix. Not psytrance.
Is psytrance.
Again, cart before the horse. Infected mushroom is infected mushroom.
Not psytrance.
But it's also got that, there's a Juno reactor feel to it as well. And neither of them made psytrance. But then people said, oh, Juno reactor and infected mushroom, they sound like psytrance. They must be psytrance. Oh, look, pigeonhole, let's stuff them in the pigeonhole.
It's lovely to see somebody else other than me ranting on the show. We now know Lindsay's trigger button is psytrance.
No, it's not psytrance. It's the fact that Juno... I was into Juno reactor and infected mushroom long before I even knew that psytrance existed.
Yeah. I'd never like that label, by the way. Kay Van der Hayden says he's in hospital at the moment, becoming a daddy. Congratulations or commiserations, I'm not really too sure which one.
Who knows these days?
I know, right?
This is it. All I can say is awesome responsibility.
Yeah. Congratulations or
Commiserations. Congratulations or commiserations.
I can't even smash the two words together.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't work. Congratulations doesn't work. Mr. Bigley says, always congratulations. It really depends on which side of the set you sit on this one.
Why this is hell, nor are we out of it? Sometimes I wonder.
This is definitely sidetracks.
Oh, for God's sake. Shall I just let him get away with it? Shall I just say that?
It's nice, dark.
Yeah.
I kind of like it, you know, solid 8.
I love it.
It's definitely sidetracks.
This waste that.
I Am Maniac says, no, Lindsay, hit him upside the head. This is sidetracks! Honestly, it is!
Look, no, this is whatever it wants to be.
Oh yeah, no, but I mean, it's very infected mushroom, and for those reasons, and the journey of the track, it should at least get a 9, you know?
It's really good.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Dark.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's the side trance that I could get into. Because it's not side trance.
Took me on a journey as well. It's really good.
Oh yeah, really, really good. Like 7 minute long, and I don't think the track got boring at any point. There was always something going on enough to keep it good, you know?
And it even had Alan Rickman in earlier.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Albeit doing a quote from Harry fucking Potter.
Oh, I was going to give it a 9.2 for that,
Well, but it's
I'll
got
drop
two
it
now.
down to like an 8.9 or something for a Harry Potter
it's
quote.
still good. It's still good. It was Alan Rickman. That's great.
It was Harry Potter.
It was Harry Potter. That's not so good.
Sorry, people. Oh yeah, it's a great track. Really good track.
Really
Really,
good.
really, really good track. And I don't even like psytrance. yeah. Oh, some Danny Carnage. Support your local whores. I know this is going to be good. It's got very fucking Europop beat at the moment, Danny. Actionless Loveless just turned up.
Dark techno.
Yeah, David Johnson said it's not trance. It's not even trance, it's dark techno. No, it definitely was side trance. I will fight you all on this.
Well, I mean, heavy.
I can hear a female vocal over this. This is a track that has been in the charts. Don't you want my...
Nah.
Dun, dun. Made on the tracker, it looks like. Danny keeps his acid in a drawer, like where you should keep your acid. Fnatic 12,000, the tattoo design gets changed weekly in my head, and so until I actually settle on something, you know.
It's a feeble excuse.
Thanks for backing me, Linz.
That's alright. You know, when you start rabbiting on about sidetracks, maybe I will.
That track was defo sidetracks. Before Christmas, but let's see. I was thinking about getting cry trance for life, but you'd all be really, you know. I've not cry trance. I know how it would go. Yeah, all right. Look, cry trance. Nah. All right, fine. Okay, fucking covered up or some shit.
You do let yourself in for it sometimes, don't you? Own worst enemy.
I've got to bleach my butthole at some point as well.
Oh god. It just gets worse.
Yeah. Well, as I said at the beginning of this year, I'm just going to write this year off. So next year we'll be back to doing things as we should be. I'm writing tracks at the moment, so.
I'd love to hear this at really sort of high volumes. Thank you.
I like the play that you're doing with your face here, Danny. With your face, with your personality. Sorry.
Slide.
This is almost Ibiza though.
No.
Yes. There's a track that was released in the charts that sounds exactly like this with a girl over it, almost spoken word.
Oh, no, it's using some of the sounds of that.
Yes.
But in an ironic way.
I love the way he slides the acid out to change it, pushes it back. asking if I'm hating on psytrance. I fucking hate psytrance so much. And Adrian says, Mark has come up with a subgenre called side trance. Just to pigeonhole, any tunes he thinks that are psytrance. I hate psytrance. I hate it in all of its forms.
The problem is, Mark has never been to a proper psytrance where they play hard, sort of warehouse psytrance.
No.
And at the same time, he has a head full of chemicals, so he learns how to appreciate it properly.
No. I went to a Tribe of Frog in Bristol. You must have been to a Tribe of Frog night. They are solely psytrance. Is that correct?
Yeah, but they don't play the right sort of
Wait. Do you know who Neurodriver is? Yeah, damn hard, damn fast. That was the only psytrance set I've ever enjoyed, and I don't think it was truly psytrance. But it was a psytrance night, so I'm taking it.
Okay.
Danny, great track. It did lean, the noises did lean a little bit charty for me, but I liked what you did with them, and I'm still going to give you Licking a 9, mate, I think.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I like all the stuff that Danny does. And I like what you were doing with your persona there as well, kind of playing with it and stuff. That's really, really good to see, and it's really important.
I still say that there was some sounds in there that were almost poppy and mainstream, but they were used in a way with an undertone of sort of darkness that made them ironic.
Yeah. I like those kind of noises. The Micro Freak does them quite well, but I've taken the Micro Freak out. Anyway, right, let's just drop Danny a little like, and we will move on to the next track, which is... Danny, thank you so much for... Oh, no, that's the same track. Thank you so much for your contribution to tonight's show. It is always a 100% pleasure listening to your stuff. Okay, so... Private track.
I got my clothes, I got compasses, I got guns, I got dynamite.
Inverted. Hard techno. We're about a minute in. What are you going to do with the rest of the 8 to go? Oh no, it's a 5-minute track. 4 more minutes to go then. Fat and greasy, says Social Manor, you're not wrong. Oh, a bit loud. Yeah.
Party vibe to it. Dirty warehouse party vibe.
It's lovely.
And it's a good pace as well. It's not too fast. So it doesn't sort of, cause us oldies to have heart attacks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's enough to make you really feel energised.
I DJ'd...
I'm 17 again.
I DJ'd at Podstock at 170 BPM at 3 o'clock in the morning. People fucking loved it. Never too old. You've just got to be in the fucking... Admittedly, I did spend about 4 hours of sleep beforehand. I went with Jen, and she met somebody there and was chatting to them, and they were like, oh, who did you come with then? And she was like, oh, I came with Klein. And they were like, is he asleep in the tent? And she's like, how did you know? It's like, he did that last year. This is fucking lovely.
Yeah.
Somebody says it's pretty close to hardcore, like industrial strength. No, it still feels really techno to me.
It feels very techno.
Yeah, the kick's crisp. There's no, harsh elements going on. Yeah, Bad Badger agreed with you. Tracker tonight. Yeah, I'd buy this one for sure, Alan. I wonder Griff Inverted is in the building. It's always nice when we have a fucking...
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he is. Inverted, this is lovely, mate. Track in the night, 10, easy.
It's our sort of thing.
Yeah.
We may disagree on something.
Ah, yeah.
But we agree on it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It's got a groove, you know, it's got pace, it's got punch.
Yeah.
Lovely track.
The fact that it's got a second sound, like it might be a snare, it might be a closed hi-hat on the second kick beat, really drives it. I think it's a snare, isn't it?
Yeah.
Played at the same time as the second kick.
Bob says, who thought this was hardcore, says, nah, that dominant kick drum and those sounds, not techno to me. Let's agree to disagree. We're going to have to on this one, Bob, I'm afraid, because that literally, this sounds so techno to me, it's not funny.
To me, it's got the right pace for techno, and it's got that background, you know,
techno needs.
Yeah.
Inverted himself says it's a 909 clap amped up.
Yeah.
And
that's a 90, okay.
Miss Belcher has joined the show. I cannot pronounce your first name, love. I'm really sorry. I've asked three or four people how to pronounce it, and each of them have given me a different one. So you're now just Miss Belcher. Please welcome Miss Belcher to the show. She was supposed to play Clownfest. I was supposed to record her one time, but I got called away to DJ, and then she had some issues doing it, but I'm hoping to get her in for Clownfest for the next one. Don't even know where it's going to be.
And it nicely winds it down at the end so they can mix in the next track.
Yeah, it's perfect for DJ, and I'd like this all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, track of the night. I don't think we need to say anything more. Oh, no, go on then if you want to.
No, it's track of the night.
Yep, absolutely.
But, you know, it's track of the night because to me, that sounds like an absolutely banging techno track that I would imagine in the middle of a techno set, and I'll be throwing myself all over the place.
Yeah.
So,
I had so many
it doesn't
things
matter
going
about the category at all, doesn't matter what you call it. I've heard stuff like that in the middle of a techno set, and I absolutely fucking loved it.
Have you heard that kind of stuff in the middle of a side trance set and absolutely loved it? I thought that's where it was going.
No.
Inverted, great track, my man. Thank you so much. Okay, Dave Bewley is next.
UK Export Finance can help your business grow overseas.
I just need to reach down here because I have to reassure Dave Bewley that I haven't forgotten about him, that I do realise that him and Maudio have paid for these CDs and that I should really send them out to them. I am going to do that at some point soon, Dave, I promise. You will be getting half this stash towards you. You're only getting one box though, because otherwise it's going to cost me a little too much than you bought them for to send them over, which sounds stupid to me. But it's on the list of shit to do, don't worry.
Sigh. That's good.
Quirky track.
With some 80s sound claps in there.
The fucking 808 and the 909 have got so much to answer for. So much to answer for. I just think they sound so dated. They don't sound like a good kit, you know? But a good kit to me is a good analog kit that you've sampled and it sounds fucking meaty as fuck. Like virtual drummer, real drummer.
State album track still, yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. Again, it sounds like that really early 80s techno with a little bit of acid-y.
Early.
This is not a criticism.
No.
It's just comparing. It's almost like that sound. Blue Pyramid is the only one I can think of.
I don't know if I know that.
No, I'd have to bring the album around to show you. But it's got that really early techno and acid just beginning to sort of merge together and blossom. It's almost like the whole genre has gone around in full circle and they're now rediscovering the early sounds. spaceship sounds. Yeah, great, but very of an age.
Yes, very much so. Great one says, sorry, sounds like I'm listening to techno in my toilet.
Yeah.
It's moving well. It's like a lot of elements have been added as it goes along. It's got a more full and more... David Johnson said it might sound wonky, quirky, a bit cluttered from the beginning. Yeah, it did. There was a lot going on in the beginning.
There was a lot going on.
And Yellop says I'm 55, so that would probably be about right for what he was listening to when things were influencing him.
Yeah.
I did like the way it got more complex as it went on.
Yeah.
It's
Techno Acid Beat. It's an album.
Okay. Oh, you've talked about this one before.
Yeah, this is it, and this sounds like some of the tracks from that very album. It's got that same feel of that really early techno acid.
Bob says, nice idea, but if you ask me, what did you just hear? Again, it's a very quirky track, and very old sounding.
Again, I don't like the word old. It's a sound that was there in a particular time, and the music, it seems to be going round and rediscovering some of those older sounds. We've had an earlier track, and I said, oh God, that's got those
80s.
What was the word? Wobbly synth sounds that again sounded very 80s. This may be a thing.
Oh yeah,
rediscovering those old sounds because they were nice.
Oh, well, I mean, it was quite cute.
The old school retro. I liked it because it reminded me of a time.
Yes. Oh yeah. Very.
And
yeah.
I would like to think that it's going to blossom again. As a particular genre, early acid.
I would about here. I really liked because it all came together for me. This was a bit cluttered.
It was like it was finding its feet.
Yeah, exactly. And then it found its feet here, and then it kind of dwindled down again. I would have liked to have seen that gone.
And it's a new sound
crazy.
To the youngsters. There you go.
Yeah.
They've never heard anything like it
absolutely,
before.
absolutely.
I mean, for God's sake, they were getting excited over Kate Bush, weren't they, a month ago?
And Metallica. There are the bands out there, kiddies. Okay, so I'm going to give that one. I think.
We need to educate the children.
Oh no, don't! They're TikTokers. It's pointless. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Mark has given up on the entire generation.
I literally. I think it was Grid Mode who said, "I'm not putting you in charge of anything, Mark. We'll have death camps in a week." Like, it's a bit fucking harsh, mate. Like with the people that are still here, they can stay, but can we have a good breeding program?
Oh God!
Let's not get onto that rant. Yes. So I'm going to give you a 7.9 on that one, Yellop.
Oh dear.
And moving swiftly on. And I think you should have licenses. No, Alien Probe up next.
One thing I would like to say is that the previous track is still playing in my head.
Oh, really?
And that's always a good sign.
Yes, earworms. Ooh, bit of drum and bass. Alien Probe. Marco Polo. It was Grid Mode who said it. He's like, yeah, sorry, mate. I wasn't even being harsh about anything. I was just like, here's my opinion. He's like, all right. Little Hitler. I'm like, no.
I like drum and bass, so.
You're not afraid of the dark.
Oh. It's on point so far. Point 2 says got DMB tracking for next week's URL. Can't wait to hear that. Where your drum and bass is on point. I expect it to kick. Okay, you are a minute in and loving it. Top drum and bass is easier, just download a couple of amens, you'll be fine. Actually, in fact, tap up point 2 for some amens. We got fucking shitloads, gigs and gigs.
No. No. That just creates jungle. Actually, pure drum and bass, the beat is actually quite simple. And then occasionally has a little flourish, and then goes back to really simple again. Too many amens can make a messy track.
Dark track.
Little bit of demonology going on then.
Conjuring some spirits.
Is
Is that what that is it?
Lucifer.
Oh, is it?
It's a sigil of Lucifer. It's the Star of Babylon, Dark Goddess. Yeah, I used to be into, well, I say I used to be into, I've still got my fucking altar. Yeah. I like messing around with a bit of dark magic. People don't understand it.
No.
It's nothing to do with what's outside, it's everything to do with what's inside yourself.
Exactly.
Nice.
Adrian, honestly, are you next or something?
You're not afraid of the dark.
No, you're not. You're pure. Alright, what's going on here? The ups and downs with the... Go on, do it again.
I like it because although it's got an awful lot of complex jungle in there, which is not usually my thing, there's still a basic
Yeah.
that you can follow. Some jungle gets a bit overexcited.
Yes,
for
it
me.
does. Yes, it does. Actionless Lover says dope sound, and I agree. Yes, point 2, actually, I'll go and find that. I'll be back, hold on.
It's getting a little bit jungly for me now.
I think we're in the outro. This is
we
mix
are.
out.
Nice.
Okay, so I can't find that from point 2.
That was
However,
nice. That was nice.
point 2 is doing a jungle mix from tracks from within the URL. So if you've got a drum and bass, jungle, that kind of thing, pass it over to point 2 and he will get you in, hopefully. Inky the Cat's just joined us. How's it going, my love? Yeah, great track.
Yes.
Absolutely great track. Like, really, really good track.
I have a soft spot for drum and bass.
That was nice.
And to a lesser extent, pure jungle. But yeah, drum and bass was when I rediscovered music after I sort of did my sensible bit in the middle of my life and then sort of suddenly thought, fuck this.
I had a friend when I was about 16, I think. It was massively into drum and bass, so I was around the early drum and bass, but, you know, and that was top quality. I think I'm going to give it licking a 9. I think that's a fair comment for that one.
Oh yes.
I will try and find point 2's thing. I think it might be in the URL group. So give me a minute. Was that? Yeah, that was that. Michael Bath, you're up next. I know you were watching
So
earlier.
I often struggled at school.
Didn't we all?
No.
You didn't struggle at school?
No.
Oh, I fucking hated it.
ADD.
Okay.
You go through the early part
Oh,
of your
you
school,
like
just-
information though, don't you?
Yeah, so I just absorbed
Yeah.
everything. Everything was really easy. Never did any homework, never did any revision. Just got A's. Then had
You
then had to study, and I didn't know how to because I'd never learned how to
Yeah,
because
yeah,
everything just came naturally
Yeah.
and completely flopped.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I did O levels, absolutely fantastic, top of the class, prizes for best, you know, all that shit.
Yeah.
And my dad was a teacher as well, which didn't help, at the same school, so I used to get fucking beaten up all the time. Then did A levels, and that was a bit of a disaster. And then went to university, and it's boot. Because I was fucking shit. I didn't know how to study. I'd never studied. Couldn't focus.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You know, I either absorb stuff or I don't.
Yeah,
I can't,
yeah.
You know?
I can retain stupid information from fucking 30 odd years ago, but like studying is just so hard for me. It's the same for writing tracks. I find writing the track the worst part. It's then when you've got the written bit and you can then play with it. You know, that's the fun part for me. Anyway, where are we? Michael Bath, next song up. Here we go. clown song, Worker Grey. Oh yeah. Interesting. Let's go.
It's giving me slightly threatening vibes, but that's possibly a sort of clown phobia type thing.
It's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
A manic game feel to it.
Something with big hammer smashing things on scene.
Oh god, I wouldn't want to listen to this on acid.
Yeah, I don't know when I'd listen to this one.
Yeah, nightmare. Like chill out after work at the chocolate factory. I see Oompa Loompas. Thank you for putting that in my head. It is, it's Oompa Loompa party music.
Jason Marsh says, I'm getting a Star Trekking vibe. I can see that. That was the guys who made that were called The Firm, so
yeah, and became the KLF.
Oh, did they?
No, that was the Doctor Who one. No, I'm wrong. No, that was The Firm, yeah, you're right. I see chipmunks.
Go right around the wheels.
You know, I have this thing where I describe images that music does to me. I don't like the images this thing.
Yeah. I'm with you. All the way.
Too much acid, yes. Oh dear.
Would you listen to this again?
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Oompas on acid. I'm
Oh God, that's over. We're a bit scared in the studio.
Yeah, that was very clever. Yeah, turn it off. Lindsay's getting flashbacks. I am. Look. I'm all sort of clenched up here. That was creating some quite unpleasant images in my head.
Yeah.
Of like, psychedelic Oompa Loompas partying after work. Yeah, thank you for putting that image in my head.
Yeah, it was a weird one. I'll give you like 12T for weird. Like, literally.
I mean, very clever. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there are people out there who would absolutely love it because it fits what's in their mind.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be in their heads.
Or maybe in their company.
Rhubarb and Custard Kids Show. Oh, God, yes, I remember. I liked rhubarb and custard.
Okay, so yeah, that was possibly the weirdest track you've ever put in, Michael.
Yeah, it was intense.
20. Yes. Okay, coming up next, you have one of the admin crew, and the admin crew is Janice. Her skills are just... Her skills are just getting ridiculously good. She's done some sort of course as well in music, and it's just going from strength to strength.
Cool.
This sounds a little cheesy.
Arriving in your town tonight. Leave your suitcase at home.
I also know that Jen's been on an absolute production trip at the moment.
New York and LA.
Hey, Synthetic, welcome to the party.
Florida, New Jersey, and Boston too. We're picking you up, and Chicago's our first time. We want
like the beat. Beat and the bass line are lovely. I'm not too keen on the girl vocals in okay.
Again, got a retro feel.
Yeah,
very.
Do you know why that is?
Why?
Because the music back then kind of had character. Like, have you listened to Radio 1 recently? It's pretty horrific.
I mean, I say I have, but I didn't sort of
pay attention.
No, that's it. It was on for 5 minutes in the background somewhere.
Like most of us Radio 6 listeners anyway, you know. Thank you very much, Synthetic. I'm glad to be back as well. It's therapy for me, you know. Without it, I didn't even know what day it was. It was ridiculous. Past 3 weeks have just been perpetual Wednesday.
Production-wise,
off the scale.
That's the bit I don't like.
What? That's the bit I do like.
Don't like that sample.
No.
Rest of it's great. This bit, fine, and it's got a real new romantic feel to it.
Yeah.
Like it back then, but now when I hear it, it's the sound of my youth again. Do you know what I mean? Even though it wasn't part of my youth that I liked. Weird, isn't it? Memories are strange.
Jen, can I remix this? I like certain elements. Certain elements are really good, and I think the track could be different.
And that sample, the dub 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 bit, I think the only reason I don't like it.
That bass. Listen to that bass.
It's lovely.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
No, it's not.
Sorry, I cut you off.
I think it's got some association. That's the reason I don't like it. It reminds me of something I don't remember, but it brings up memories I don't like, and I can't formulate them. There's an emotion that's with it.
Oh, right.
And that's it's just that particular sample.
Oh, okay.
So it's nothing to do with my dislike of the track because it's wrong. It's simply because I don't know what it is. I associate it with a bad feeling.
Ooh, we should probably stop the track soon.
No, it's not that bad. God, you know.
Jen says something missing in it, and I couldn't work out what it was.
Serge loves the doo-wop sample as well.
See, I like it. I thought I'd put it into the URL, and I can fucking forget about it and move on. Jen, I'd like to remix this. This to me has got a lot of potential, but some sequencing changes need to happen.
Scatman, yeah, it could be something to do with Scatman. Don't know. Who knows? Something wrong about it for me. Rest of the track I really liked.
There are elements there that I absolutely loved. I'm gonna give you. I want to give you somewhere near an 8, Jen. Like I say, there are elements in there I really, really like. The production was crisp as fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll give you licking an 8. Didn't like the vocals much, and I reckon with a little rejiggle that could be a really nice track, like really, really nice track.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Let them have it. Morgan managed to get it in on time. Oh my god!
And of course, because I don't like that do that, it's now playing in my head. It'll play in my head for the rest of the evening, probably. Oh, shut up.
Oh, Morgan, hello. Morgan says, I was working on a project for hours yesterday. Today it sounded shit, so I did a new thing. Is this the new thing? Because this sounds really good to start with. Yeah, Jen, if you're up for a remix, send the stems my way. Yes, Divine Masculine. Sometimes you have to make a track out of your comfort zone to grow as an artist. Absolutely. There was nothing wrong with that track at all. I just feel like I could remix it into a track that I would really, really, really like.
That was a fine track.
pie face.
This is my. Oh, that's nice.
Oh no.
Yeah. Up until that point, I was thinking, what's this doing?
Oh really? I thought it was nice and dark. Then it did that and it kind of just went off into popland.
Okay. I'm not feeling this bit, you see? It's just, I don't know, it's messy to me.
I think I like the mess.
I think I like things that have got audio separation.
Sounds too 8-bit.
Really? So keen on that bit.
Yeah. You seem to like the bits with the melody in it.
That's it, because it's a counterpoint to the sort of bubbly darkness.
Yeah, I can see that.
That bubbly darkness, I was getting a bit lost in it. It wasn't going anywhere for me. And then that little melody just gave it a lovely. It carried it along.
See how like for me it's the other way around. I like the industrial noisiness that's going on under there, and expected a lead line that complemented that rather than juxtapositioned it.
Yeah.
You know?
It was completely unexpected, but it worked for me. Oh, I don't know.
David Johnson says, cluttered muddy, but when the bass hits, I like it. Divine Masculine says, could you use more background percussion to give it more aggression?
Divine Masculine has said the 8-bit synth. It didn't sound like an 8-bit synth to me. It sounded cleaner than that.
All right.
And a little bit of distortion. No, exactly the opposite. See, my personal taste is there was quite enough mess
distortion going
in
on
the lower part.
It, yeah.
You needed the purity of those notes, just as something completely different. But it's horses for courses.
Oh, yeah, literally.
Different horses for different
courses. Absolutely. And Michael Bath gave it a 9, and Russ gave it an 8.9, and Todd gave it a 9.5.
See, until that little synth riff came in, I was thinking, I don't know what to do with this. It just sounds messy and bubbly.
Yeah, no, I was loving it.
And then that came in, and it was like, there it is. That's what it is. Yeah. So
right.
Yeah, different things.
Well, Morgan, I'm marking you down for those lead sounds,
and I'm marking you up.
Yeah, so solid 8 regardless, I think. Yeah.
What I didn't like was the raspy buzz, that sort of sawtooth that came in like 3/4 of the way through.
I love that.
Yeah, see, that I think spoilt it.
Oh my God.
it was almost like it didn't need another sound, and then another sound came in, and it was another buzzy sound, and it's like too much.
I like that. Okay, so Tom Pixel, I know you were on at the beginning of the show. Are you still on now?
Yeah, matter of taste.
Yeah, it literally is.
Yeah, of course it is. If you all like the same thing, wouldn't it be a boring world?
It really, really would. Yeah. Although there'd be a lot less arguments.
Yeah, true. I mean, let's face it, there's so many different people in this world, there's so many different tastes. I mean, for fuck's sake, some people vote Conservative. Sorry, I just had to throw a little bit of politics in there somewhere. Sorry, have I ruined your evening?
I believe we touched on this briefly before we went on air. Honestly, it's a fucking man.
Dumpster fire.
Literally, our politics, our political sparring ground is just a shambles at the moment.
Do you know what I do? Go on and buy some popcorn and sit there and watch them burn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking entertaining.
Okay, I'm going to give this a little bit more volume in the studio, but the highs are too high and the lows are too low.
Yeah, the balance is slightly wrong.
Yeah. Todd, we don't have guns. Is like he says, and I thought we were fucked in America. Yeah, you guys have guns. You're slightly more fucked than we are. Worst we can do is
shout at each other.
Yeah, throw rocks or something.
Yeah, that's it. No, throw soup, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you very much, Will. The two of you are the perfect hosts together. Love the disagreements.
That's what it's all about.
But the thing is, we're very passionate about techno. You know, and techno is...
We both pretty much agree on techno, apart from the fact that I think 155 BPM is perfect, and Mark thinks anything over 165 is perfect.
That's exactly right. However, the new stuff I'm writing is 140.
Yeah, which would be too slow for me. It's got to be over 150, or I just can't get the rhythm. Do you know what I mean? Everybody has a sort of, what's the word, resonant frequency.
Yes,
So,
they do.
my
Yes,
body
they do.
moves at somewhere between 150 and 158.
Yeah, 155, 175.
See that it's fast.
Yeah.
Like, if it goes too fast, I'll have to force it.
Yeah, yeah,
Then it's
yeah.
in sort of heart-to-heart attack realm.
It's funny you say that, because I was playing Bodstock and a couple of people came up to me the next day and they were like, your set was fucking brutal. Couldn't dance to it all though. And I'm like, yes! I had to keep taking breaks. Yes! And what people don't understand is I'm on the fucking stage bouncing like the entire way fucking through that, you know?
Yeah, which is why you then have to go and sleep for 8 hours.
Yes.
Oh, we should be listening to this.
I want to listen to this, but I can't listen to it properly because those hi-hats are too high and everything else there's not enough of it. This needs something in the mix stage just to bring those lower elements up a little bit so that we can hear them more. It's all there as a track. Everything's there as a track, but it's go on. I'll even give you some volume in the studio.
Yeah, the kick is much too quiet.
Yeah, for the rest of everything else that's going on there.
And the shuffle on the hi-hat is far too high.
I can't hear those low noises. All I can hear is like the percussive high stuff.
Yeah, that's it. It's the hats.
Oh God, Bob says, and depending on style, even 124 is fine. No. No.
If I'm lying down.
Oh yeah. If the ketamine's hit, anything is good at that point.
Hang on. Nice sound.
Yeah, look, everything's there. I just want it to be a bit more.
Leroy Marsh says 125, but I guess I'm just old. Mate, I'm 60 next year, and I like 155.
Yeah, somebody said if voting made any difference, they would make it illegal. And John Alchemy says voting could change things if people knew what they are voting for.
Yeah, but they don't vote for what they're voting for. They vote for what they want the people to. They vote for a dream. They vote for an image. They vote for an advert they've been sold on TV.
One of my ex-friends, his wife votes Conservative and he votes for the Greens. I've got no idea what the fucking hell they talk about. But anyway, and I'm like, so why did you vote Conservative? And she said, I voted for the tax break. I'm like, okay, fair enough. And then I'm talking to somebody else who is in that higher tax break bracket, and he's like, it would have saved me 20 quid a month. So you sold us out for fucking 20 quid a month. I'd have rather given you that 20 quid a month for you not to sell us the fuck out. My electric might not be quite as high as it is, and my gas might not be quite as high as it is.
And the problem is that no matter who you vote for, the government always get it.
Yeah, the government always get in. Absolutely, they're just a fucking mouthpiece.
Yeah, this is it. So yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, Liz is out. And he's like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like the next person they bring, literally, they dress them up in a suit, kick them out on stage, give them a fucking script. Read that. Oh, I'm terribly sorry that the country's fucked up.
It just makes for good comedy skits.
Hollywood for ugly people.
Sorry?
Hollywood for ugly people.
Hollywood?
For ugly people. Yeah, that's what politics
You
is.
said the word for ugly people so quickly, it sounded like Hollywood
For ugly people. What?
This has a real early acid feel.
Very.
But it just needs to be, the bass just needs to be cranked up.
Yeah.
Pound you away.
Yeah. It's nice, it just feels a little weak in the department of bang. Yeah. And those bassier elements. Everything in the mix is very high.
Yeah.
Hey Norman, how's it going?
Yeah, but as Norman says, it's a nice bit of acid, and it is. It's
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is, I would say, early 2000s acid.
Oh, I'd go back. I'd go back. Yeah, I'd go back a little further.
Yeah. It's got that slightly twisted feel to it, but it just needs more in the bottom end.
Yeah.
And that's not down to the quality of the music, that's down to the quality of the mix.
Yeah. Also might be a touch long. Mr. Wiggly's liking it. Okay, I am going to say, if you can, if it's possible, Tom, can you bring the rest of those noises up a bit and the hats and the high stuff down a little bit and then resubmit? I think that's what I'm going to say on that one.
Yeah. I was rocking backwards and forwards, as Todd says. It was, bobbing his head. I was rocking backwards and forwards and tapping my foot. So it's got, it's there.
Yeah, it works. I just want to hear a little bit more from it. There's more in there.
At the end of the day, we're listening to a lot of what I would describe
Never
as dance
get
music.
a copyright claim again by using
a dance to.
Yeah.
And where are we? We're in your bedroom with the volume turned down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's difficult to actually capture what they're getting at.
Yeah. Unless you're on the dance floor under whatever chemicals, then you can't.
So basically, we are calling out to you for one of you. If one of you happens to win the pools or something, do you know what I mean? If somebody comes up on the lottery, what you need to do is set us up with a proper studio, great big speakers and mics that don't pick up the sound that we're listening to.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And then we can do a weekly show proper with professional cameramen and
with
all that.
Audience. Audience would be beautiful. It'd be beautiful to be able to take a mic into the thing. And what did you think of that track? That's what I want from the URL. But
Dream. I do.
I'm taking steps towards this. I have a game show in mind, and I would like to implement the filming of that in like January, February next year. So I'm moving into the realms of TV.
It would be nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel that I think we're
well overdue. Yeah, we're well overdue for it.
We deserve to have a platform.
Yeah. Bigger one, much bigger one. Anyway.
And also, I mean, it's not just you and me. This music is fantastic.
Yeah.
More people need to hear it.
Yeah.
The new MTV, Mark's television.
I'm happy with that. Russ says mellow warning, and that is not a problem. Michael Bath, yes, we did play your track, and we all had horrific acid flashbacks to it. Brad's in the building, says, "What up, Clan Army? What up, Brad? High five." Russ always puts beautiful stuff in, so we can. I was literally just about to do that.
Close my eyes a minute.
Took mushrooms in Amsterdam and stayed in the room and listened to the Crystal Method, and it was beautiful, and I imagine this would do the same sort of thing in that environment. This is absolutely lovely. We had a great time. We just laid on the bed just hugging each other, and it was just, it was like, wow,
sometimes
that was awesome.
It's just the right thing to do.
Jib did brick break speaker bracket, so just have to pop up, yeah. Says, wish I wasn't at work, so Todd rather, so I could take measures to enhance my enjoyment of this track. I'll do it for you, Todd, I'll do it for you. It's called this Sadagatting.
Sure that's not just a bit of a mistake?
It's a massive mistake. This is for you, Todd. Lick in the night. It is lush. It's not outstanding.
I'm not knowledgeable enough to say how it could be made better.
I know. I just think there are more tracks within this kind of genre which are just
slightly more evocative.
Yeah.
The ones that send shivers down the back.
Exactly. It's very close. Very close.
But it hasn't quite done the goosebumps.
Yeah. It's on its way. It's on its way. John Alchemy says Niner Chillum Cats. Absolutely. Tat Skin Lad says nice lush pads. Yeah, the whole thing was beautiful. Yeah. Just absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, Divine Masculine next. So from one end of the spectrum we go straight to the other. Not Russ, Will. Will, that was a beautiful track. Was it Will? Not Will.
It was.
Russ. Let me just turn that down a bit. Divine Masculine says, I'm next, so wonderfully well timed. It's the universe, I had nothing to do with it.
It must be because I'm high again. 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 It must be because I'm high again.
Amsterdam story. Went to Amsterdam when I was 16, got high, my friend got mugged. I ended up getting into a fight with one of them, KO'd him and ended up getting nicked and sent home. Beautiful. Yeah. I hope you were in Amsterdam like a good enough time before you punch somebody in the face to get kicked out.
It must be because I'm high again. It must be because I'm high again.
I like the rave stab.
This is the dance that they do with their feet and kick forward, which it just can't do.
It must be because I'm high again. It must be because I'm high again. It must be because I'm high again.
It's very controlled for your tracks, Divine Masculine. Usually you're, the hacker. I can't do it. I cannot do it.
Everyone is high in the sky and I don't know why.
Russ says, I love the fact that the police are called polite in Amsterdam. They kind of are. I've never seen any trouble over there.
Sky and I don't know why.
It must be because I'm high again. It must be because
DJ Norman Lawrence has definitely nailed the kick. I agree.
It must be because I'm high again. It must be because I'm high again.
Go on, pop into a side trance.
It must be because I'm high again. It must be because I'm high again.
And I can really appreciate the energy and the fun. And it went right over my head.
Yeah, I get it.
I felt deeply uncomfortable in there. Do you know what I mean? Then went back up the techno room, and it just felt like home.
Yeah. It's a different way of dancing.
It's a different way of dancing, it's a different atmosphere, and it's a different age group.
Yeah.
They were all not young. Okay? And when you go into the acid techno room, and there's people my age.
Yeah.
Home again. So I really appreciate it. I watched people having a great time, but it's just not me.
To be fair, the dance is too energetic for me. You know, I wobble from side to side. I'm not kicking my foot every fucking. It's too much. Going to give you licking a 9 on that one, fella. The vocals I wasn't too keen on, but it worked.
No, it was perfect.
Yeah, it worked.
Every aspect of that was exactly what I heard in that room.
Yeah,
when I
back
was watching
then.
everybody dancing like complete maniacs, and I was thinking, these people are having a wonderful time. It's perfect.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
that
yeah. Oh
environment.
yeah. So somebody said bouncy, uplifting, and happy. Yeah,
that's
absolutely, all the way.
And it's really not me.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
I'm not going to mark it. I'm just going to say absolutely bang on.
Divine Masculine says, wanted to ask about the bass. What did you want to ask about the bass? I thought it was all on.
It's all about the bass.
No trouble. Yeah, I thought that, that was spot on. Worked for me. Okay. So,
by the way, when you were doing that dance, the whole floor was going up and down.
I know, right?
I'm surprised that your mum isn't sort of covered in plaster.
Yeah. It's just too energetic. It really is. Divine Masculine, we're listening on a set of Mission speakers, and I can't remember what the amp is.
And we're not in the middle. That's the really annoying thing.
We're not in the middle.
That one is twice as far away as that one.
Yeah, the middle's kind of there.
Yeah.
Literally.
Well, I'd say it's about...
Well, yeah.
There.
Yeah.
And even then, that one's pointing directly at my ears, and that one's pointing
directly at the wall.
So I'm getting a bit of a mismatch. Yeah, it was a blast.
Right, I think. Do you want another coffee, Lens?
No, I'm fine at the moment. Literally, I've just had the last mouthful of mine.
Gonna run down and make.
Alright, and thank you very much for the chocolate bars. They were very much appreciated. Go on. Cowbell. I was trying to figure out what the sound was. You're right, it's a tuned cowbell. How bizarre. And Divine Masculine, no, it wasn't too much. It was absolutely perfect. It was spot on. There is a kick there, but it's really down in the mix. Nicely. I'd still like the kick to be louder. Your lack of kick disturbing. I mean, there's a really low bass line in there, and that could do with coming up as well. nice little twisted sounds going on, but the bottom end is so thin. Yeah. I mean, there's a really deep, almost sub-bass line going on that you can hardly hear at all. And the kick with the snare on the second beat just needs to be brought up a little bit.
Oh, it's nice, Mats. Yeah, it's it is anxious as fucking though. I saw someone mention it, and I'm getting into it. It's anxious as fuck.
It is anxious as fuck. That's really good.
Yeah.
If it had something to carry it along, and it just needs that more of a kick.
Bob agrees. Indeed, work on the kick and bass line. Ron says techno.
Oh,
yeah,
it's definitely techno. And it's got tuned cowbell. One of the sounds tuned cowbell. It's now turned into a bit of pop, but earlier on it was a definite cowbell sound that was doing that.
Yeah, Nazmaz always puts in good stuff. Absolutely not to my masculine. He wants to know if I can do the Hakan every time one of his tracks. Come on, absolutely not.
No, it nearly went through the
floor. Yeah,
honestly, the whole house was doing that.
No.
I would worry.
Yeah,
I would worry that we would just cave in and end up in the kitchen. Is it the kitchen below us?
No, dining room.
It's a dining room. See?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I can't really mark that because I didn't listen to it, but what I did listen to, I felt was kind of anxious, and like Lindsay, people were saying, a little bit thin on the bottom end.
It was a lot thin on the bottom end. The track actually had some really interesting sounds in it that, although they were anxious, worked. And there was a nice little acid riff going off as well, and there was a sub bass line.
Just couldn't hear it.
You just couldn't hear at all, but it was there. I could almost feel it rather than sort of hear it. And yeah, I mean, the kick came in, the kick came out, the kick came in, came out, but you could barely sense when it had gone, because you were thinking, is it still going? It was that quiet.
Oh, okay.
Really bring it up. Really bring it up.
Okay.
And that would drive the whole track along, and then the anxiety wouldn't be quite so
anxious
in your face, because you could follow the kick.
Yeah. To my masculine. So speaking of tattoos, yes, it's coming. You know when you book it and you realise that it's actually happening. Well, that's kind of happened, and I had that. Oh shit! Really? Am I going to do this?
Look at it this way. It's not like it's permanent. Once you're dead, it'll be gone. Compared to the life of the universe, your tattoo is going to be very short-lived. There you go. Yes, exactly. So why worry?
Okay, so the drum and bass track from the Wave Crashers.
Long build up.
That bloody 8 intros. And it looks like it's going to bang as well. We shall forgive you. It's a roller. We got a roller. Coming in on the 1s and 2s. Weight Crashers. These guys know what they're doing. They really, really do. They're kind of new, or they've only just been putting their stuff in quite recently, 6 months-ish. Yeah. Just beautiful stuff. Melody's lovely. Playing on the mod wheel, I think, as well. Perfectly predictable.
Perfect. Just how I like it.
Yeah, it does sound like a fretless double bass. Yeah. Without sounding too fucking Ronnie Size.
And I like a little bit of the sort of string bend or portamento.
Yeah. Wow. Action says, like the lo-fi tape sort of FX on it. I can't hear that myself. That was really nice.
Bit crushing, wasn't it?
That's what it sounded like to me. Bit sax.
Okay, I'm gonna make one criticism.
Oh no! Really?
This would be 5 times as long. It's changing so
rapidly. Yeah.
That each section could go on, like sort of, I don't know, considerably longer. In other words, they're not doing themselves any favours. They're actually playing a whole set in the length of one track.
See?
All of it's really good.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's working really well, and you're correct though. They could elongate it out. However, it's done really well. Really well.
I mean, you tend to do that. You change things too often.
Yeah, I've kind of slowed down a little bit now.
But you used to be awful.
Yeah. Move. Flo says needs a mastering session, I think.
Really? Okay. Transitions are great, yeah, absolutely.
I agree. The whole track's flawless. I don't think it's flawless. And if Flo thinks the mastering is just going to improve it a little bit more, bang on. Adrian, have you had this mastered yet, or is this unmastered? You've done really well on this one, boys. Pops back into it. Lovely. Says, this track was too quiet before we posted it. We turned up the volume a bit more and thought it worked. Guess we need to tweak it some of the minor stuff to master it. I mean, pull the drums up a little bit more, but like tiny touch. Go on.
I loved it.
Oh, absolutely. However, if anything, the mastering will just bring those drums up a little bit more, and that's all I think they're going to do. Literally. Go on.
Intro was long.
Intro was a bit too long.
Intro could be a bit shorter.
Could be.
And there was a bit smack in the middle, which I think it had a little bit of brass. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Here.
No.
In the break.
No. Before the break.
Yeah. But yeah, it's there.
Yeah, that bit. That could be longer. I'd like the intro shorter and that bit longer. But such a minor criticism because it was a really banging track.
Yes, it really was.
It just carried you along. It was stunning. It had energy, but at the same time, it flowed. And that's actually one of the best bits about drum and bass is you can have this flow. A roller, do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
at the
it was
same
a roller.
Time, it's got real energy because it's quite a staccato beat.
Yeah, like
that had it.
Licking a 10, honestly. It was really good. Yeah. As Flo says, nicely done, tasteful, flowy stoner music. Well, funny that appeals then, really. Yeah, Weight Crushers, again, thank you very much for joining the party. Your stuff is absolutely awesome. The production level that you're at is just fucking insane. And I'm glad we could kind of help. You say now you can walk away from this saying, okay, we just need to bring a few elements up a bit and we're done with the track, you know? So, next
And as for mastering, I haven't got a clue. That sounded perfect to me.
The drums could come up a bit. The mastering will just give it a tiny bit more presence.
I'm just not good enough to hear the difference, you know what I mean?
Well, Weight Crushers, if you do get that mastered, do us a favour, keep a copy of that as it is now, and the mastered copy, and then we can compare the two if you get it done.
Yeah, to play a 20-minute section back to a 20-second
section back to back, and compare the two. Yeah,
that'd
absolutely.
Be interesting, because I'd like to hear the difference. Because, as I said, I was listening to it thinking this sounds great.
Yeah, oh yeah, it does. Honestly, it was beautiful. I would just pull the drums up a little bit, but that is so minor, it's not funny. Ben Sparrow, he's changed his name from the Asbestos Farmer. Okay. Halloumi 2, Deep House. DJ Norman says I'll master it on Logic. The Clangels had the album mastered, Annus Horribilis, mastered by Jim Scavenger, and Dog Ash took the masters away with him when he went to Spain, and he played it to someone, but he played it on like a really dodgy, like stereo kind of thing, and so, what do you think? And they were like, oh, you'd be alright if you get them mastered. It's like, we literally have just done that. It depends on which medium you're playing it on, as to, you know, it's such a subjective thing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Well, I'm so sorry, mate. I meant to fucking put this up. So that is the next URL. Hold on a minute. I'm missing some at the top there. So there it is. I will link that in the thread. All you drum and bass heads, get your asses over here. Give Point 2 some tracks. Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that. Well, I can. It was always going to be difficult going after the Weight Crushers. This is kind of similar, but not in a drum and bass form. It's more light, flowy. Yeah, no, but yeah, well,
you know, the drum and bass track, the door is now shut. Now in a deep house groove. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it's light though.
I know what you're saying. There's an undercurrent of melody in this, and you can almost hear a melody going on in your head that is the accompaniment to it, but it doesn't actually exist in the song.
Point 2 says, not Point 2, sorry. DJ FX All says this is dreamy. Absolutely. I wonder if that's from the last track. Catch you later, Divine Masculine. He's off. He's got to go. Thank you very much for joining the show this evening. We are winding down to the last sort of, I don't know, 20-30 minutes of the show. Beautiful.
Yeah, that was like a refreshing dip in a pool. It was lovely.
I want to give it like 9 for production values because it was just so good. But like personal preferences, again, it's just a tiny touch light for me. So you bring it down to like an 8.2 or something, which I think is fair for a genre that I'm not really liking.
It's not something that if anybody said to me, what music do you like, I wouldn't have said deep house.
Yeah.
But having heard that track,
it was lovely.
It was really nice, and I do like it in the sense it is personal preference, but I never thought it was.
Oh no, a lot of my friends back in the day used to like house, and so I've heard quite a lot of house, and it's not bad, but it doesn't get me as going as some other.
No, it doesn't get me going. I don't want it to. It's just really nice to sit there. It's nice.
Okay, so Floofster, love stuff from this guy. It's always a little bit.
Down street on a sunny day, when along came a copper in his panda car. Minding my own business, I was making my way. I become a problem. I become a problem. On a sunny day, I become a problem. I become a problem. I become your problem. Ignore the policeman. Ignore the policeman. Rastaman. Ignore the policeman. Ignore the policeman if you can. Walking down the street on a sunny day, when along came a copper in his panda car. Minding my own business, I was making my way. Now I've become a cropper. I become a cropper. On a sunny day, I become a cropper. Ignore the policeman. Ignore the policeman. That's the man. Ignore the policeman. Ignore the policeman. Ignore the policeman. That's the man. Ignore the policeman. Now I'm sitting by the Lakes Road under a tree, skinning up a levee, but the pit car has pulled up beside me without a warning. The clouds are scorning. Now this wanker's right in my face, looking at me like I'm a right lemon. So I take a jaw and hoist the spliff over the garden wall. He'll easily find it, it's that principle of the thing.
Just let him know, like Shaggy would say, it wasn't me.
Mr. Wiggly says love it, and if Mr. Wiggly says love it, you should probably press it to vinyl because it'll probably make some money.
They're the audience, this'll go well.
Not particularly my cup of tea, this one, but I understand it.
I agree with you.
Ignore, I become a copper. Ignore, I become a copper. Ignore, I become a copper. I become a copper. Ignore, I become a copper. Ignore, I become a copper.
Yeah.
I become a copper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is everything that this is.
Which has a place. That place to me, back in the 1980s. It's if I'm long way.
Yeah, no, I get it.
When I was young and
ignore the policeman.
they just stopped Stone Street Festival.
Ignore the policeman.
And there was lots of bands.
Ignore the policeman. You can.
Their tracks were very much.
Just let him know, like Shaggy would say, it wasn't me.
It's really valid music, but it's not criticism of music. It's just a personal taste thing.
Yeah, no,
taste thing is now.
Yeah.
I'm so far removed from it.
Yeah.
I feel I can't.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No point me saying a word.
Yeah. Oh God. Mr. Wiggly says should be a 2-minute pop song though. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Or
Lindsay's mic has gone very quiet. It's probably because it's not under her lips.
It's close.
There we go.
It's close enough. Yeah.
I'll turn you up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I like it, but again, I understand what you're saying, and like, we've been fighting that machine for so long that
this is it. I'm bored with it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Again,
I don't want
no criticism of the music, but the music says something to me that it takes me right back to a point where I was young and angry, and I felt that I had something to say and I could do something.
Do something about
and
it.
Now I'm old and nothing's fucking changed.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. Well, I have a similar story. Me and Jen were at Landed Festival, and we met an old Greenpeacer, and he was like, I used to be a vegan. I used to go, saboteuring, thingying and stuff like that. And he's like, I just gave it up. And I'm like, why? That seems like for 30 years, he was doing that. And he was like, why? I was like, why? He was like, well, we're 30 years on and absolutely nothing's changed. There's absolutely no point in trying because, and he was an adamant Greenpeacer, he flung fucking burritos at whale hunters and stuff, It's just ridiculous.
Well, I was a member of CND.
Yeah, Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament.
Yeah, and then it all sort of faded away, and I felt like the world was actually getting somewhere. And here we are again.
Bhutan.
China's got its weapons pointed at Taiwan, and Putin's got his
pointed all over the fucking place.
Well, pointed at Ukraine. Yeah. And it's like, we haven't learnt anything. No. Do you know what I mean? Here we are. I've gone through my entire fucking adult life. Yeah. I am approaching retirement.
Yeah.
And nothing's fucking changed.
No, it's getting worse, right?
Like,
it's getting worse.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I'll just listen to cool music.
Build
my motorbikes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The world's burning. Just like warm your hands on the glow is
popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn.
Heat popcorn over top of it, and then watch the world fucking burn. Yeah. Sorry for being cynical, but I've seen it all, and this feels like protest music.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. They're playing proper instruments for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Play the drums.
In a pub, this would be brilliant. Drinking a few bevies, listening to
on the back of a flatbed truck. I don't reclaim the streets protest. That's where it belongs.
Pubs are easier to come by. Reclaim the streets protest. They come by like twice a year.
Big rig.
Yeah.
Back of a flatbed, 5 mile per hour with all the people with their stuff behind it. Yeah. Fucking awesome.
Yeah. If we were allowed to even protest these,
nothing to me anymore.
Yeah. Well, protesting means nothing. It does fuck all. Yeah. We are cynical old bastards. So join us for rants like this and more on how fucked society is.
Mr. Wiggly, I'm going to write a song about the fact that it's pointless writing fucking songs.
To stop governments. It's absolutely true. Like not one person I know thinks any differently. We're all like, we hate the government. It's all shite and stuff. And it's like, well, we need to sit down as one now. That's literally the only thing left. But anyway, let's move on with the show. It's a music show.
Can I just say one more thing?
Yeah, go.
Despite all of it, I have a fucking great life.
Oh yeah.
There's hardships. You know what I mean?
Ups and downs.
Short of money here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bit of worry there, but my life's fucking great, and it always has been.
Yeah.
Even when it's been hard, it's been fucking great.
Yeah.
So actually, does it really matter?
No.
Does it really fucking matter?
No. And like you said, my tattoo is a blink of the eye to the universe. So are we. Our lifespan. That humanity.
Mayflies.
Yeah, literally.
Mayflies.
Yeah, literally.
What was it? We're born, we stand aside a grave, and the light flickers for a moment. Sorry. Oh, shut up.
Can you tell what the mood is here? But no, it's true. Enjoy yourself, enjoy life. It's fleeting as fuck.
And if to enjoy life, you have to write and play and listen to music like that.
That's all good. That's all good. Yeah. We're all for it.
And if you're young and it makes you feel like doing something, maybe you can make a difference.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
Yeah. Literally, I love it when Linz comes in. We spend like 40 minutes before the show just talking about how bad the world is, and it's like, yes!
But how interesting it is.
Yeah,
how fun it is.
Yeah.
I've got more stories.
Very true. I am going to slap an 8.5 on this one. Again, it's pub music. Like Linz wants to see it on the back of a truck. That's not as easy to come by as a pub. So,
up the lane next to Stonehenge.
Okay.
At the Equinox. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With
I'm playing that.
With Leaf.
Yeah, I'm playing that.
Yeah, this is it. So, fair fucking play.
Yeah. I wish we could change the world with music, but it's highly unlikely.
Yeah.
Okay, Demona up next. Too slow. Pogo Tech is the classification. Says, so we've covered music, politics and death. You're covering taxes as well. Taxes are an illegal thing that we really shouldn't be paying.
Just avoid them as much as you possibly can.
Yep.
Exactly. That's suddenly changed.
It really did, and again. Bill says we're on Six Music today. Proper old school free festy band that sounded okay. Was making a stew.
Free festy band, yeah. I just begin to get it. Something else. Listen me up. Nitsarev anger. I agree, David.
What's that?
Nitsarev. Okay. Just punch it.
Okay.
Listen.
Artist or something?
It's a band.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a band. And yeah, didn't like most of their music because it listened to it, but some of it was really good. They had an anger to them. Yeah.
Okay.
He just lulls me into a false sense of security. I think,
Didn't expect the 4/4.
It's been 4/4. This is the third time it's been 4/4. Just in a minute, you'll change it up there. Wait, it'll go into a really complicated rhythm.
It's like someone shut the door on the bass.
I will do. I should remind you of the show.
There it is.
So that's it. It's 4/4, and then it goes into fast triplets. So listen, it's 3/4
Yeah. And then we've had a lot of anxious tracks in this evening. Is that like
this was anxious not because of the music. This is anxious because of the rhythmic structure.
Okay.
The rhythmic structure. I mean, I'm a drummer. Okay? I like rhythm that I can follow, and it gets into my head, and then it's just and that suddenly changed, and it just twisted me right out, which was really clever.
Yeah. Well,
I liked it because it made me go, oh boy. Do you know what I mean? It was like somebody pulling the carpet out from underneath you.
Yeah, well, yeah. Bob says I like many parts, but with too many twists for my liking. It was like you had 3 decks, and you were just kind of flopping between each deck and coming back to a different one, kind of thing. That's how it felt to me.
Okay, I was watching the waveform at the same time I was listening to it, so I was expecting it. So
yeah.
I suppose it wasn't quite as jarring. No, it was jarring, but it was expected jarring. I knew what after the first transition. I knew what was coming. And that almost made it better because it was like, oh, here it comes again. It's going to twist me out again. I liked it.
Oh, yeah.
In a really sick, sort of masochistic way. Okay.
Jonathan Arcross says, yeah, I love the polyrhythmic effects on the time signatures. That's what Surgeon Manta does really, really well. I'd really like to get him back for a Clownfest at some point soon, but we haven't seen many tracks from him recently, so it's nice to see one at the URL. I'm going to give this an anxious 8, Serge. Loads of like musical play within the whole thing, you know, like stops, starts, like changes, drops, and you know, very, very eclectic, schizophrenic.
My name is Joris Forn, and I'm going to show you how I build up a track.
Jonathan, you're right, because there was a point at which he was mixing the 2 time signatures together and it became a polyrhythm. First 3 transitions, it was a pure break, but the last one, it was definitely a polyrhythm. Really clever.
Was that John Alchemy?
That was Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan. John Alchemy in the building.
And I'd like to point out as well, I'm a very basic drummer. I don't do polyrhythms. They make my head hurt.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm into it.
Ooh, different style from John. Doing this one as a video. saved by the quantize there, John. Yes, it is good to see John with his lights on.
And I don't know the difference between a polyrhythm or a polymeter.
That's a question for Jim. Drop. I don't think we're going to get it.
No, it's a rolling builder. He's just going to drop bits out, pull other bits in, and it's just going to flow, I think.
Mr. Wiggly, everything is green my end. Everything is green my end. The keys that you're playing now, John, kind of tie it together a little bit more. But I was expecting a little bit more, like a kick or some sort of.
I like it. It's dreamy techno.
It's breakbeat, surely.
Right. The snare and the hi-hat are quite complicated, but it's just rolling.
It does roll on a nod. I agree.
I wouldn't describe it as breakbeat at all. It's got far too much of a roll for breakbeat. Breakbeat can be quite staccato, aggressive. It just doesn't feel breakbeat at all.
Oh no! Who let that one up?
Who let the dog out? You.
Yep.
Describe it as ambient.
No. That was crunchy and grinded.
No, see, it was lovely and it was flowing. It had a nice sort of rolling beat, but it flowed. It would have knocked me out. I would have just listened to that and just drifted away. It was lush.
I Am Maniac says Lindsay has not mentioned one of her favourite bands so far tonight.
Nope.
Is that on purpose?
Yep.
Really? You're going to wait for the last track?
Yep. No, I'm desperately trying not to. Do you know what I mean? I've actually been deliberately listening to other music from my youth in the hope that my obsession with They Who Shall Remain Nameless, will just drift away. It hasn't.
No, I can't imagine. Okay, who is
and also,
Action is Loveless.
Nobody has actually submitted a track that
sounds
in any way I could, what's the word, shoehorn that into the conversation. See, everybody knows.
Okay, so shall we talk about John's track? Oh, we did talk about John's track. Did we put a score on it? Did I put a score on it?
Yeah, no, put a score on it. The point is, I really liked it as it was rolling. It was definitely techno to me, but it was oh god, what's the word? Ambient is the wrong word. It's not ambient at all. It's how to describe it. It's lush.
Gripper who wants to know what it is. What is it, Lens?
What my usual sort of comment.
Jonathan R. Cross says, I've never listened to them, to be fair. I've tried to stay away. Yeah, John Alchemy's track was great. I'm going to slap a solid 8 on it. I like the different style, because it's usually side trancey. Oh, God. Axelus, your levels are all over the show, mate.
Chilled, yes. Brad, you're right. It was chilled techno. Thank you. Serge has described his complicated rhythm in that track, the one that gave me shivers. Yeah,
Loveless stuff. For me, it's Marmite. Cartoon is what it is.
Twisty, high-pitched, buzzy noises, quite intense. Whew.
Todd's loving it?
Yeah, this is the thing. Some people are going to love it.
Yeah, Serge, the sounds in this are dirty and creepy for sure.
Into to grab something and you touch something that you're not expecting to touch, and it moves, and it moves, and you go, that's what that track does to me. It's got, that wah feeling. It's that anxiety inducing. It's creepy.
I kind of like that. Like I say,
I'm not
Actionless.
saying I don't like it. What I'm saying is it had a real effect.
Yeah. Well, Actionless stuff is kind of Marmite for me. It's either too quirky and industrial, but that one to me,
creepy spider.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is. It's like reaching into a drawer to grab something like your phone. Do you know what I mean? And you touch something that you're not expecting, and it moves. There's a real feeling of whoa. Yeah.
I'm gonna slap, I think, licking an 8 on it. It was more together than some of the things that Actionless has put in, and sounded like it could have been used in a manga film.
Boop.
So moving on.
There we go.
I was kind of hoping to finish the show by now. I think we should call it. Day sometimes.
Todd said it was again. It woke his anxiety, but he really enjoyed it. I agree. It was strange because it did the same thing to me. It made me feel creepy and shuddery, and at the same time, it was like, actually, this is quite an interesting feeling.
Actionless says I got loads of spiders at home.
Yeah, I like spiders.
I used to own a tarantula back in the day.
I just have lots of house spiders. They keep their flies away.
There's a massive one
the mosquitoes and the gnats.
Yeah,
it's like that.
This thing's huge, right? It rolled off the wardrobe a couple of weeks back whilst I was online streaming, and literally the thing ran off, crawled into a wall, and when it hit the floor, it literally went like, and then just kind of sprung back to life and then ran off. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh, John, why?
Another beautiful, chilled techno beat, but chilled rolling tune. Yeah, a few of them tonight.
It's trance.
Okay, it's trance. But it's chilled trance. I remember I quite like trance.
I don't mind.
I like traditional trance. I like psytrance as well when it's hard enough, but I like traditional trance because it just makes me think, euphoria. And I know you hate the piano sound.
I really, really do.
All it now needs is a girl's voice singing some Asian sort of bit, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's a proper cliche. No, but then you really hate it. But I like it.
Flo, which one is your track? I can't find it, mate. You said you were 30th of the queue. I've looked. I can't see it.
Platypus style. See, I used to listen to Platypus.
Honestly, Platypus is not my thing.
No, it isn't. But yes. Oh look, trance with a cheeky piano. Yeah, I know, cliched, but it's nice. Puppy dog. I was saying about putting your hand into a drawer, touching something, and then it moves.
Yeah.
The dog just stuck his nose into my hand and licked the palm. Yeah. And it's like, yeah. If I was expecting it, that would have been fine, but I wasn't expecting it. Still, you're a lot calmer now. You're not quite as manic as you used to be. Yeah. What it is about this sort of music. A new infected mushroom album. We'll be looking that up. I don't know what it is about this music. I know it's cliched. I know it's been overdone, and yet somehow you listen to it and it just makes you feel.
There's loads of tracks with 2 likes.
Probably it's something to do with taking loads of ecstasy and listening to this music, and so you associate it with that feeling of
I was listening to
oh god, that intactogenic feel.
Good word.
You know, where you can open up to other people and you understand their pain and they understand your pain, and there's a sort of feeling of universal love and acceptance. That bullshit.
That doesn't help me, Grey One, because there is nobody there with the name Kenneth.
And I agree with David. Pretty sounds would sound fine
great, yeah,
without the drums. Or perhaps with just slightly less drums. But the drums do give it a drive.
Dog, leave my coffee alone. Yeah, I got it, Grey One, don't worry. You were totally right. My mistake, I wasn't looking at the names, I was looking at the users. Yeah, anyway, we're there. Tonight 12,000 says, take my money, and I say I will keep my money in my pocket. John, it's trans, mate. It's like stiletto heels and white dresses.
Fluffy bras. Putting your handbag on the floor.
I'm wearing a petrol horse t-shirt and wearing side trans trousers.
I was there, okay? I was there with a sparkly head. And I remember that feeling.
Yeah, oh no.
When I hear the music, it reminds me of a feeling inside my head that was actually really beautiful. And so, yeah, it's pure association.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking hate trans. It's like little thumb screws for my ears.
Yeah. And the droid's wife is nearly there. Well, we're thinking of you, mate. What's the point of thinking of that?
Pop the balloon and tomorrow's the real deal. I feel for you, Kay, I really do. You've already got 2 as it stands, mate. You're mad.
I think you might as well, but you know, fair play to you.
Yeah. Commiserations. You know, you can't just... You're liking this, are you?
I like the memories.
I was never...
No, you didn't do that?
No. Someone, a girlfriend I had fucking years ago, took me over to the bar to see Judge Jules. It was very much this kind of stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was a massive warehouse, so there was no decor, it was just like the DJ on stage, and everyone was just beer drinking fucking idiots. And I'm like, this is horrific! And she was like, yeah, this is the clubbing that I used to do. I'm like, come to Bristol, let's go clubbing like in Bristol. Depot, Maze, Trinity, you know, back in the good old days.
I think I've been lucky because I've experienced quite a few different genres at their best.
Yeah,
when I had the right headspace.
Yeah.
And so when I listen to those genres again, it reminds me of that positivity, that feeling of euphoria, that just, you know.
Would you like to put a number to that?
It's an 8.5. Because there was just something missing from it that didn't quite lift me as far as other ones would.
Okay.
And the kick drum was just a little bit too in your face.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was towards the end it got better because the rest of the track was a bit fuller, so the kick drum wasn't quite as pronounced. The earlier part of the track, it was like the kick drum was just a little bit in your face. That's all. But I'm talking minor criticisms because at the end of the day, it did it. Do you know what I mean? It reminded me of those times. It put the feelings back in my head. It just didn't do the goosebumps on the back of the neck, which some of them do.
Yeah.
Even if it's a brand new track I've never heard before, but something about it just reminds me of a certain feeling, and then it's just goosebumps, hair on the back of your neck. Do you know what I mean? Wow.
Social Matter says beautifully written and nicely produced. 8.5. Fanatic 12,000 says you John 12 Trancy Cats. Flo gives it a 7.2. I Am Maniac says 808, and I say -10. I hate trans. I hate it, John. I'm really sorry. What's he say?
He's relaxed.
Okay, that's good.
That whole situation.
Yeah, I just don't like trance. I really don't. Like when I got into dance, it was techno, Billy Nasty, and
I don't like core.
No, it wasn't core. It wasn't core.
No, what I'm saying is that you don't like trance.
Yeah, I don't like core.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like drum and bass.
Yeah.
Don't like jungle.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've all got these little things.
Yeah. However, John, I'm taking nothing away from you because that was absolutely beautifully made. You know, if I was back in that warehouse in Bath with Judge Jules, that would have fitted in absolutely perfectly. And the audience there would have lapped it up with a spoon. Yeah, I would have just been at the back going, "Oh God, no." So next up.
Here we go.
Is Spirit Baba. I reckon, yeah. Stickness, are you online? If you're not, we'll play yours next week. There you go. And then then we'll end with, I can't remember his sodding name now. Kicking off with an acid line like that. Nice one, Spirit Baba.
Go a trance. No.
I can't even pronounce that. Rumpelkisti? Rumpelkisti, R-U-M-P-E-L-K-I-S-T-E. Rumpelkist.
Rumpelkist. Yeah, I'd imagine it's Rumpelkist, but I may be wrong.
And I think this from Space Beast is a 3-hour piece. So we may not listen to the whole thing.
Well, it's got my attention, but I'm waiting for it to do something.
If we ever get intimate with a robot, this will be playing in the background. Revelation for you.
Yeah, give it a few years.
Well, no, don't even give it a few years. How many times have you masturbated in front of your computer? Alright, you have made love to your computer more times than you actually know. I made love to mine 4 times today, so...
That screen is really off-putting because if I move my head, it's just a little bit behind, so it goes boom, 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 and it makes you do this.
This one's even worse because it's miles behind. Sticks is in. Damn it! That's the most I've done in weeks. Why are we telling you this? Overshare. Yeah. Overshare.
Don't ever put a black light in this bedroom. It's like a Jackson Pollock's painting.
Not saying anything.
Yes, and that was stolen.
Hey, the day's not over yet. The music? Not flowing?
Feels like a one-trick pony.
That's a very, 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 very good way of putting that. I like that.
It's it's like a really stretched out random arpeggiator noise. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's been playing for a long time. And it's because it's quite a pronounced trick, it's overpowering everything else in the track.
To me, it sounds like it's trying to be a Hammond organ line, and it really should be cheesing it up. Almost sounds like a jazzy track. Yeah, see? AI jazz. Perfect. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I think it needs to push it more.
It's suddenly changed a little bit. Nope, see, it's gone back to that. I mean, and the thing is, there are some other clever bits going on in the background, but that random arpeggiator sort of feel is so overpowering, it's all I can hear.
Yeah, I think it needs to be properly Hammond it all up. See, he's bringing in that there, but you could do it with the other one. Yeah, Space Beast says bootsy and funky. I absolutely agree. I like it. I think there's more in it. I think it's holding itself back.
I the first 20 seconds of a track usually set your mind against the track,
or for it. Absolutely.
That sound overpowered me, and it hasn't stopped.
Yes, it hasn't stopped. And it's kind of been almost the same rhythm. Like you honestly really jazz it up. Needs gabba kicks. Absolutely not, Kay. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm back for a bit.
So I often struggle with that school.
I'm really not sure about that.
I think there's more to the track. I think the track's holding itself back. It like really go for that jazzy style with the Hammond organ and really organ it up. I'm going to give you an 8, a reserved 8, and say that you could probably push it up if you really jazzed it up with the Hammond, made it a jazz tune.
I mean, there was some Hammond in there.
Yeah, not enough.
But it was some, that I don't even know how to describe it. There's sort of notes all over the place. Sound was just too much for me, and it got into my head, and then that's all I could hear.
Right, pick a number between an hour, between 0 and 3 hours.
Hang on a sec. 105 minutes,
which would be
an hour and 25 minutes. No, an hour and 15 minutes in.
There we go, hour and 15. Getting any Hawkwind vibes?
Yes!
And there it is!
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely got a live Hawkwind vibe to it. What is it?
Space Beast. Yes, Matthias Matty Ross. It's a 3-hour track. We are not listening to the full 3 hours.
Okay, got it now. Okay. It sounds like, it's late 70s live Hawkwind.
Rock. Very grating.
Oh god, yeah.
Space Beast.
What you have to remember as well is that Hawkwind have been around for a long time.
Yes.
And they've been through a whole range of different phases.
Yes.
And there's some Hawkwind albums I detest.
Yeah, but
Literally, I had a CD of it, okay, I played it, about 20 minutes in I took it out and I smashed it to pieces because I hated it so much. And this was Hawkwind. And there's other albums that I will listen to again and again and again, and they nearly bring me to tears with their beautiful familiarity. So, I've seen Hawkwind live at Stonehenge.
What year?
82,
Is that a good year for Hawkwind? Is that a fine vintage?
It's a fine vintage, but they were completely wasted. So, This is Hawkwind, Do Not Panic. Yeah, the live version of This is Hawkwind, Do Not Panic is very much like this.
Space Beast says, do you love me, Lindsay?
All it needs, is some chanting in the background. Do you know what I mean? That goes with the rhythm. So they're words, but the words are meaningless because what you're listening to is the fact that the words become part of the rhythmic structure. Shouldn't do that is a classic example. Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that.
Okay,
And it just became like a ride cymbal and a hi-hat.
Yeah.
Shouldn't do that. Shouldn't do that. You see what I mean? And that's what this needs, and it'd be perfect.
So, Space Beast, if there is a microphone there, please, for the love of God, start putting some chants on that. Yeah. I'm sure there is throughout the 3-hour piece, but fucking hell, mate. See, and we asked the universe where in this 3-hour bit, 1 hour and 15 minutes, the Hawkwind bit. I bet the rest of it doesn't sound like this.
And yet, my favourite Hawkwind album is nothing like this.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful, precise, cleverly written, really well recorded and mastered when they were with United Artists. And, there's like a middle 4 albums that are just superb. And they're perfect. And then you've got their live stuff, which is just wandering, outrageous stoner music with chants and bloops and gurgles and screaming guitars. And yeah, it's all completely different. So everybody can get a different thing from Awkward.
Yes, absolutely. Todd says he's got to go, no problem. Thank you very much, Todd. Space Beast says, love you, Lindsay and Mark. Thank you very much. It'd be nice to come over and see you again soon, fella. If you're in Holland, I may come over maybe Christmas time.
This also sounds like Grateful Dead.
Yeah, again.
Dead Live.
Yeah, again.
Again, it's ancient, and because it's ancient, the quality's poor, because it was recorded live and wasted, but also because the recording wasn't so good in those days.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with that
feeling.
Yeah, of literally somebody standing by a speaker holding a fucking cassette player to record it. That's, you know, I'd love you to be a little bit more clear, Space Beast, but then you'd lose what you are.
Yeah,
so
that's it. No, this is like Live Dead and like Hawkwood live at Stonehenge.
Yeah.
It's got that feel to it. And again, it does something inside my head.
Again, I feel marking it would be wrong from my...
Oh God, no, you don't mark it.
Yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah.
That is a space rock live jam.
Yeah, it's not a track.
No, it's a live jam.
Yeah. Okay, we have teacher. This is the penultimate track.
It washes over you.
Whew. Stickness.
Fanatic 12,000 wants to hear it recorded in a studio.
Exactly.
The difference is, when it's recorded in a studio, it becomes something completely different.
But that's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Not a bad
it becomes a different thing.
Yep. My fucking ass.
Yeah, Serge would listen to it on shrooms with the both of you. That would be fun. That would be fun. And I promise I would shut up and wouldn't chatter all night.
Alright, listen to that.
Got a bit of a tickle. So, come on, what are we listening to?
We are listening to Stickness, Techno Subvert Whip. 5-minute long track. It looks like it's broken into 6 pieces.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's
I'm just going to cough my nuts out if I do.
No, it's live. Wants to know how you feel about Tangerine Dream.
Find them a little bit self-indulgent. They're all right.
I think I've heard like 2 tracks.
It's a long time since I listened to any. I mean, when I say a long time, it could be 30 years since I last listened to any Tangerine Dream. And yeah, I found it a little bit self-indulgent. There's some... They took themselves a little bit too seriously.
I know somebody who loved them and he took himself too seriously, so that fits.
So again?
I know someone who does listen to them one day and he took himself very, very seriously.
They're talented. But,
yeah.
Alright. Yes, I know that name, and I don't know enough to make any comment.
Actionless is not liking the beep.
I didn't notice it until you mentioned it, so yeah.
feels like an extended loop.
It's got good drive to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big volume.
Oh yeah. It's got the free party stomp to it.
Yeah, and I don't think you'd notice the beat, but the beat would carry the track through, give it some form of identity from front runner to the other.
It's okay, but I'll wait till we get to the end.
See, this Berlin school period of Tangerine Dream, I said I'd probably only listened to 2 albums, and that was 30 plus years ago, so I didn't even know they had periods. I've just listened to a bit of it and thought, you know.
David Johnson's given it a 9. I think it's a solid 8. It's a solid track. However,
yeah, it would get the dance floor vibing. It really would. What are you looking for?
The change.
All right.
It's very loopy the whole way through it.
It is very loopy. But there's some. There was enough. If it was on a big rig, you would never even notice. You'd have just danced all the way through it, and you'd have loved it.
Yeah. Is a tiny touch loopy though. Not too sure how you would. Just needs some more dynamics to it. But it is a rig tune.
It's a rig tune,
rather than a musical tune. I've still slapped a solid 8 on it. I think it's good. It's very very loopy. Eric has just joined us. How's it going, my man? You've joined us for the last track of the evening, so well done, fella. And the last track of the evening is by Mind Manipulation and it's called Killer Heat. Oh, hello. We're ending with a bit of drum and bass. Last track of the night, Linz. Tollington says, I would have the hook repeat over an odd number of beats so it becomes sort of polyrhythmic that holds the interest.
Or becomes a confusing mess that means you're not sure how you should be dancing.
Yeah.
Which
I just think it needs.
There's a couple of techno tracks where they've got the percussion track is one length of beats long, and then they've added an extra beat to the synth line.
Okay.
So it actually cycles round. Do you know what I mean? So it goes out of phase, then further out of phase, then further, and then it gradually goes back into phase again. And it's horrible to dance to because you don't know what to follow.
Yeah.
So no, I disagree completely. As somebody who loves to dance, it's horrible when the music is designed to confuse you.
Yeah,
it's like, what are you trying to do? You're trying to be clever, because if you are, I'm going to come over and I'm going to slap you. This is nice.
This is lovely.
It's not drum and bass, but it's got that same energy.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like big beaty than drum and bass.
Yeah.
Like freestylers-esque.
Yeah. Right, I have this theory, okay, that you can always tell when a drum and bass track is going to be good, because if you close your eyes, you can imagine Crichton from Red Dwarf or Herman Munster dancing to it, okay? If you can visualise them dancing to it, then you know it's going to be a good track. This isn't drum and bass, but you close your eyes.
Yeah, you're not going to believe this.
You can see it.
As soon as it came on, I thought, in my head, Munsters.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, bang on the money. Yeah. Have you seen the remake?
No, I don't
it's
want to.
Fucking horrific.
Yeah, it's Rob Zombie.
Fucking horrific.
He's full of enthusiasm, but he doesn't understand what's the word?
Nuances?
The nuances, yeah. He just doesn't get it.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I did watch it whilst arguing with somebody, so that might have tainted it a little bit.
Cat hopping to it from Red Dwarf, but I'd rather imagine Crichton.
Yeah, Cat works for me too. But yeah, I get what. Yeah, it's got groove. Yeah, big beat. Lovely track,
and
lovely track.
If you just change the nature of the rhythm, it would be a really good drum and bass track as well.
Stick an amen in it.
You know? So yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Makes me smile.
Yeah, it's a really good track. I'm going to give it a 9. Oh, so we have gone through 30 tracks this evening, and 30 tracks, yeah, as usual, is 3 hours, and we are literally 3 hours and 6 minutes. Usually when somebody's in 30 tracks, it can take like a little bit longer because of the chat in between. But yeah, I think we've done very well tonight to get through 30 tracks. I'm sorry I've kept you here till 10:30. I was going to finish.
It doesn't feel like we've done 30 tracks.
No, it really doesn't.
So, you know, it's flown by.
Literally. It's good to get back in the saddle again, and it's great to do it with you on the show.
Oh, shit.
No, seriously, really was. I was kind of like, oh, I'm not really in the mood, and then you came in and were like, let's do this.
See.
So yeah, it started to feel like a show about 45 minutes in. Lovely track, my man. 9 all the way. This is the bit I hate about the show. Like, that's it then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye. It's all over now.
Yeah, all the excitement.
To go home. Time to go home.
So yeah, that's it.
All things come to an end.
Yeah.
All good things come to an end.
Yes.
All bad things come to an end as well, which is really good when you think about it.
Yes, it ebbs and it flows, and we'll be here again next week with all the ebbs and the flows.
And I'm going to roll myself another fag because in a minute the mics will be off and it doesn't matter if I cough my guts out.
This is very, very true. So once again, I want to thank everyone. I say this at the end of every show. Literally, the show ends and I say, I want to thank everybody and bye. Honestly, I need to change my patter a little bit.
Not really. I mean, you know, it's sort of like become a bit of an institution, hasn't it? Mm-hmm. That's all right. You know, could be your catchphrase. Bye-bye, everybody, and thank you.
Don't forget to slap that like button.
Yeah.
Give us a share. No. Yeah, I want to thank everybody involved this evening.
And I hope you lot have enjoyed it as much as we have.
Yeah, it's
fun.
Weird Kids weekly musical meet-up. And yeah, it's therapy for me. And I know it's Tuesday. And I know it's Wednesday tomorrow.
Oh God, yeah, because it gives you a sense of routine, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's now Wednesday tomorrow. Nothing moves on the internet, so I post outrageous stuff just to try and get a reaction. That's what you do on a Wednesday, because Wednesday's boring out there.
You could write a track.
Actually, I did today. I kind of tweeted this one, and I was going to play it as the intro, but I thought, no, I'll wait and I'll tweak it a little bit more.
Okay, fair enough.
So things are in the production of the pipeline. So yeah, thank producers, thank the people that watched, liked, shared, and commented, and all that nonsense. I want to thank Lindsay for taking the 3 hours and 8 minutes and 45 seconds out of her day, plus the hour to get here and the hour to get home. So that's 5 hours out of her time, busy working on a school night. It really, really is. So yeah, I want to thank Lindsay. I want to thank you guys that are watching. If you're watching on a replay as well, I want to thank you as well, because that really, really helps. You know, we hit around about 200 people watching the show at the end of finish, and then like a week later we pump up to about 500. So there's a lot of people that watch on a replay, and I want to thank you people as well. It's a shame.
Time zones.
It's literally what I was about to say. It's a shame about time zones. Otherwise, we can't have you all here at one time. Okay, so if you know anybody who produces, then get them to put a track in here. There is a video on my YouTube about how to and where to post.
I just realised how strange this microphone looks. It looks like I've got a really strange moustache.
I'm saying nothing on that strange moustache.
So you look like you've got a little tiny goatee. Do you know what I mean? I hadn't actually noticed before. It's very odd. Look, I want a different coloured bobble next time. I want pink or something. All right?
Okay, I'll do my very best to source you a pink bobble. Yeah, that's it. If you know a producer who produces a track, get them to put them in the thread.
Spread the word, people. Spread the word.
And also, you don't need to be a producer to watch the sodding show.
No, God no.
Like when Jim's on the show, it does get very, very technical, you know. But like tonight, we've not gotten deeply involved in the structure of making tracks and stuff. We've just given you our opinion on how they sound, and as dancers, you know, rather than producers and stuff. So it's very, very important that we have non-producers watching and contributing to the show. Yeah. There are a few that do, like Jason Marsh. I think he doesn't produce at all, but he absolutely, you know, shows up almost every week, kind of thing. So I've rambled enough, I think. I am going to play you out with the theme tune from Paul Nebulous, and I will see you next week.
Bye bye, people.
Have fun.